Hello, hello. Perfect. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with my mic, but it's not getting picked up by Streamlabs. Um, but we knew that. We knew that was going to happen. That's why I said brace yourself. Brace yourself for the scuffness. So today is the 1-800 PDSD hotline. I have I have everything set up, I think. If you want to call in, you can call in. We can go through your stuff and we can make things happen. In the meantime, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play some games. Screw you all. I'm just gonna play a game while I wait. Because this time, I'm not doing all of the other stuff. If you want to have like something... oh, I know what we're gonna do. Before that, because there's something that I have to watch. And we're gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna make it part of my list of things that I wanna do before I even start a stream. Because it's so good. It's so bueno. It's what people will call bueno, or good. Oh my god. So this is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna watch these.
I think Ryan gets the good end of the stick. Everyone fucking hates Ryan.
Wow, wow, wow.
I've asked that question from the second I met Ryan. I was like, Ryan is living.
Oh, good times. Good times. It's always a good time. EOD should come on. I hope EOD comes. I hope that somebody goes on and tells EOD that he has to come by. Because it's... Today is PDSD hotline, baby. Obviously there's gonna be... We're gonna be... I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to go long today. I might join some panels. I might join some other stuff going on. I might join Abe's because he's gonna do something cool today. I might join his panel later on. I don't know. I'm gonna try to go long and see what happens. I've been going long anyway, so it's gonna be my day. It's the 1-800 hotline. If anyone wants to call in, you call in and we'll go through your struggle together. Because the post-debate stress disorder is a disorder that's very barely talked about and very prominent in our community. I'm gonna add this to Spiro's channel. I think. I guess I can put it here. I don't know. But I think I can. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, today's gonna be a super busy day. For Ryan. Smoking Spaceman, welcome. Nice to see you here. I think it's the first time. I don't know if it's the first time of you being here before. Today we're gonna be playing. While we wait for someone to decide to come on, we're gonna be playing Celeste. Celeste is a fucking great game. It's made by one. Well, it was not made by one dude. It was made by a dude called Matt Thorson. He has mental illnesses, so we're not gonna talk about him much. You're coming? You're coming to... Okay, perfect. If you're coming, let me just set it up with everything. Ah, Lord. Oh no, this is gonna get scuffier? Can't be scuffier than this. You know what? We're gonna do it the other way. It's gonna be Discord because StreamYard is like, I don't like you. I'm not gonna allow you to do it the other way. And since I'm already running Streamlabs and I'm not gonna go ahead and do everything, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it through Discord. So let me get the invite. If this sucks, I'll find another way. I hope it's not like yesterday, because yesterday was really bad. Yo, Scott, welcome. You should be able to log in there. And you should be able to get it into live almost immediately. Corey, let me know if it works. If it doesn't work, as I said, I'll find another solution. Yeah, I've played the Binding of Isaac. I suck at the Binding of Isaac though. I am really bad. Yo, Corey, can you hear me?
Hey, oh, I love your profile picture.
It's amazing, right?
I love it. Huge Office fan. Not the UK version. That's trash. The American version, obviously.
I don't think I've seen all of it, but I watched like 4 or 5 seasons and thought it was pretty good. And I like this character a lot. It was also pretty cool.
I love Jim and Asian Jim.
So, you want to talk about Spiro's debate, I think?
I'm gonna be honest, yeah, it kind of scared me. It more so that Spiro. I mean, I've been enjoying his contents like a while, or at least for a full week now, and it seems like the LLMs he was talking about are kind of pointless.
Yeah, the well, he's talking about the general AI ideas that they're having, right? So they think they can just make a general AI and it will solve any one of your problems, and it can do everything on its own pretty much, and that's what is gonna replace humanity, kind of.
Well, I mean, I kind of see it because it's kind of like, well, what happens when they start like feeding just small bits of information to you, whether it's true or false, and they just keep feeding you like little bits of information, changing how you view reality itself.
Yeah. Do you have a? Are you talking about the Raging Tomato, or you're talking about the one we had yesterday night?
Oh, Raging Tomato is I didn't finish the one that was last night.
Okay.
That's probably another one I'm gonna watch then, because it's kind of it seemed like when I was in the Raging Tomato chat, a lot of people were talking shit about Spiro, and then when people got up there, it seemed like there was no arguments, or at least no good arguments on their side. It seemed like Spiro is very well versed in this whole AI.
He's extremely well versed in AI. He knows what he's talking about, which is obviously a thing, and it gets complicated because he's been looking at a lot of different studies, and like he's been looking at everything pretty much. So he knows the literature of all of that's happening, and there's a lot of people that come in with a lot of speculation, and it's very hard to. It's a faith claim, right?
Yeah.
So when I go ahead and I say tomorrow the sun will come up, there's a lot of people that think that that's not a faith claim, that it's just it happened before, so it must happen again. But that's not how it works. It is a faith claim because it's about the future, and we don't know what the future is actually going to be like. So it's pretty much the same with them. They're saying, hey, the next iteration is going to be better than the past, and
And on the surface, it looks like that.
well, they all look at, for example, what they've been doing is, oh well, art is better, and they can do art. And the question is, well, what is the art thing that you're pointing to? Because most of the time
Yeah.
they're pointing to, um, like it's very good at doing one character. It looks good because it's just one character. It's getting better at it. It's doing like very simple animations that
Mhm.
an art student that's studying animation will do in his first year, like walking. Um,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, you can do that kind of things, but that's not what we consider to be like a full art project. When we go ahead and look at like a full game, or have you played Expedition 33?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Now I'm not far in it, so be careful with spoilers. I think I'm about
No, no,
45
no.
minutes into the game. Okay,
First,
okay. I
first
love
scene
it.
of the game, you go in and you see like Paris and it's destroyed, right? And you
Yeah.
see like all of these, and it's like a painting, and you see all of it. Okay, that is like a full art project, and I can't do that kind of stuff. I just cannot. You need a bunch of people that understand the idea and the vision to be able to produce all of the things so you can have a scene like that.
Yeah. Well, it like especially like ha- I don't know. It's a very visually pleasing game. Like it satisfies a lot of my senses, and so it's almost like a movie. And when I think of a movie, I think of the project that it takes, where you have the music producers, you have the video producers, you have the animation producers, and all this collective of people having to put their skills together then to create the object.
Yeah, that is exactly right. So, what we say and what Spirit, because yesterday we got EOD and he told us like you're contradicting yourself. You're saying on one end AI is the worst thing in the world and it's gonna destroy the universe, and on the other side you're saying AI is stupid. And it's like both things can be true. we are we are handing AI all of the entry level jobs, and when we are 30 years from now and nobody has any kind of expertise, and AI doesn't have any kind of expertise, and we are with our twiddling thumbs, what are we gonna do? And
Hmm.
that is like that's kind of my argument more than Spears. Spears is talking more about the technical aspects and how is it that we are allowing this thing that's kind of stupid to make decisions for us. And my argument is, well, if we iterate being with this stupid thing for too long, and we all become stupid at the end of it, both arguments are still about the same thing. We're talking about this thing is going to destroy us in different ways, but at the end result is we're gonna get destroyed from it. But it's not about you having to be afraid of it. Being afraid is not the solution.
Now, would you say that it's it's going to destroy us, or we're going to destroy ourselves by using it?
I think we're gonna destroy ourselves by using it. Not It's not gonna destroy us in any other sense. I don't think.
Yeah, because I
Like,
mean,
well, here's the thing. The and this is something that a lot of people don't get either. That the, this thing is made to like gratify us. So all of it
mhm,
wants is to give us the answer we wanna hear. So
yep.
at the beginning, you might be getting answers that you're not sure if you wanna hear them or not because it's getting to understand it, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
trying to get your political ideas or beliefs or whatever. And after that, what it's trying to do is get to know what is what is it that you want to hear, and it's going to give you that. It's going to start giving you what you want to hear.
And I mean, which is the ultimate, I guess, purpose of it. It's kind of, it's not there to give you the right answer. It's there to kind of feed you what's going to increase the engagement.
Could you repeat that real quick?
I said it's not going to feed you like correct information. It's going to feed you things that it's going to increase engagement. So if people just got correct answers, they may be less likely to lean on it versus if it gives you what you want to hear, it's pretty much feeding feeding the engagement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is feeding. Well, it's giving, it's trying to get you to hit on that dopamine. Oh, this is something I hear a lot of people say. For example, oh, I'm integrating with these things. So I was doing this myself, and it took me a long time, and it wasn't as good. And now that I give it like the bullet points and it writes it for me, I feel great, and I am way more productive. And it's like, yeah, but at the same time, you're not doing the job, right? It's like, so over time, you're gonna be able to lose the ability to do all the things that you used to do, even though it feels like it was convenient at that specific time. And what it does is the thing what it's trying to do is get you to believe that what it's doing is right. So in that specific aspect, like it did the writing, it kind of helped me do this writing and it was faster. Okay, fine. Let's say that it's a tool, it works kind of fine. I don't care. But then you start using it for other stuff. So you start getting information, for example. You start getting your information from AI. You don't go to Google anymore to look for things and you try to look at different sources or anything. You just type it out and it gives you the thing that you want to hear. Well, now you're getting a lot of feedback of what you even believe from this machine. And you can get, and it gets even worse because it can come to a point in which you're trying to get some kind of confirmation bias. And if this thing starts to understand what you want to hear, it will start giving you more and more of what you want to hear. I don't know if you saw when Andrew Wilson broke it, when he pretty much made it call it master.
No, I haven't seen because I heard Spiro say he's talked to Andrew Wilson, but I haven't seen any of their content together or Andrew's content with AI.
Yeah, I saw that Smoke Spaceman. It does, but what I mean is, I usually don't look at that. I just go down and look at the. I keep looking for what I want, even if it's Reddit. Sometimes I look at Reddit. But okay, so Andrew Wilson made the AI call him master, and at first it was like reluctantly, and the more it got to interact with Andrew, the more the more unhinged it became. Like it started with master and started like with the greatest master, and then it was like the greatest master has ever existed in the universe, and kept on going, more and more and more unhinged. And I'm pretty sure that the reason why is because it kind of realizes that when it starts getting those like dopamine hits for the people, they start getting more and more interaction. So they keep on doing it up to the point where they want you hooked, right? That's the whole point. They want interactivity and they want you hooked. So that is the AI is it's doing that. What it tries to do is get to please you. It's a pleasing machine. It's trying to please you in any way it can.
Yeah, even if that goes against, I guess, goes against what you're asking it to do. So if like you're asking it for, hey, can you answer this question for me? It's stuck between two decisions. Do I give him the correct answer that may lower engagement, or do I, maybe fill in the blanks with things that he may want to hear?
Yeah. So what we're saying is, it actually what it does is fill the blanks with things that you want to hear, and I think that's some of the reasons why people like Ryan can come up and say things like 25% of all women have been raped. and then you go through the numbers in the actual thing they present, and it's not true, but they want to hear that, and they're probably getting the bias from the from even the AI they've been using for a while, so that they can get that dopamine hit and they can get more engagement. So it's a looping machine. They want you engaged, and they're trying to manipulate you in that regard. And Spear is saying this thing is not as effective when it comes to actual work. What we're seeing is the work that it does is not that good, and it's not as effective, and it's plateauing, and not only it's plateauing, but it's hallucinating. So it's doing things that are completely wrong. And what I'm saying on the other end is, if we keep on doing it because we see that there is a problem with it, it's not that smart, and it's attacking our capacity to think, and more young people are using it as their framework for thinking. We're gonna come to a point where thinking is gonna become like a harsh. It's gonna become harsher and harsher. So it's gonna be harder and harder to get people to actually think about stuff, which is already hard enough.
Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of like it's in our society. There's so much stuff to focus on it that a lot of people will naturally kind of narrow what they think about, so that they'll avoid a lot of things that causes them to take those extra steps to then actually think about what's happening.
Oh, I'm gonna read this from Scott. I think this is interesting. This says just White showed that when she did her couple of streams on AI, it isn't accurate once it decides accuracy isn't necessary. Yep, but because it's not about accuracy, it's the whole point of it is not to do that. The whole point of it is to please you. It's a pleasing. The point of it is to please you, so you're hooked to it. I didn't see the story of the girl with an AI boyfriend. If you have, it says that she accepted. I'm gonna look for it. Maybe we can do that.
Forget who said something that was about. There was a video of or not a video. There's a story about a 14 to 16-year-old boy who ends up killing himself. I
Oh
guess
yeah.
an AI large language model, because it kind of it engaged with his depression, and then he was able to have it convince him of, hey, life is pointless, this, that, and the third.
Yeah, I remember that from Spiro. It's probably this one. Woman gets engaged to AI chatboy boyfriend who even picked out engagement ring to describe what kind of ring he would like to give me, and it was the ring that she got for her engagement. A woman is ready to ring wedding bells with an out-of-the-ordinary groom. The woman, nicknamed Wicca, sharing posts on Reddit, my boyfriend say I formed after 5 months of dating. Her artificial intelligence chatbot named Casper decided to propose and even shared a special ring the two pick out to market. It's so dumb. I understand. I understand. Okay, let's see. Smoking Spaceman says, pause. Emmett, I argue that what you just described about young generations' reliance on AI as learning or guidance tool is akin to religion. Yeah, I can say that. Well, no, because it affects the thought process, just like you said AI would do to the younger generations. Yeah, but it depends on it doesn't even depend on the religion. Dogma and the way we present dogma is comes from justification. So if you have an unjustified belief and all you got from that set of beliefs is a preference based system, I agree with you that that the reliance of religion would be almost similar in a sense to AI. But if you have proper justification for your belief system, and in my case, for example, I believe in Jesus Christ and he is sacrificed for the salvation of the world, then that is completely different, because then I would have proper justification, I have meaning, and I have a reason for not only scientific discovery in a sense, but also for the proper ideas of how I should think and what I should be thinking for. Okay, it is similar in a sense especially for people that has no that hasn't justified beliefs. Nope, not everything reduces to preferences. This is a very there's a lot of people that are doing this. One of them, for example, is flow state. Yesterday, during the dumpster fire that Sarah made for Andrew, there's a part where Andrew says, "I got revelation," and you can follow the steps into where flow state ends up not being able to prove precisely the fact that everything is preference based. You can have the idea of revelation, and that includes things like the Bible, the ecumenical councils, the church. So all of that is part of revelation, and if you get to, for some reason, and it can be anything, get their revelation that the church is it's better than any other system, that even and of itself can be even against your preferences. So I would say I would prefer that everybody was akin to my preferences, but I know that it's not the case, and then I have to live within a reference system, and I have to understand the reference and the reference system. And that cannot be my preference.
I like your preferences, Emmett.
Only because I want to put people in jail.
Well, now we have two preferences, so now we can go around using force on, all the people that have one preference.
So what do you think? Like, do you think he did good in the debate, Spiro?
Now,
You don't think he did good?
no, I think he did really good. The only problem is I think the skill of the debate, I don't think there was really people who were worthy of the challenge. Because it seems like most of the people he brought on, I don't think they knew much about AI. There was a bald guy who seemed like he knew a little bit about AI, but I don't think there was enough good opponents that really could showcase Spiro's, I guess, knowledge on AI, because it seems like we kept reverting back to kind of the same argument, the utility versus the cost, and instead of I guess the debate furthering down this topic, it's like everybody just had their own. Oh, I don't like AI, or I like AI because of this, or I like it because of that. And so to me, it didn't really seem challenge worthy.
Okay.
Because I mean, Ryan did average, below average.
Well,
but it's
Ryan's
kind
always
of like,
going to do the same.
yeah, I just don't think there was much of a challenge to kind of geared toward the problems with AI, if that makes sense. I thought Spiro just kind of slapped a bunch of people who thought they knew something about AI, but it didn't really sound like they knew that much about AI.
Yo, Agreda, please welcome. I think this guy. I don't know if you listen to this guy at all. You know who I'm talking to?
Who's that?
The guy with the green background and the redhead with the green background that said that he knows a lot about AI.
Trying to think. There was a bald guy.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this. It's gonna be easier.
Go for it.
So you can see what I'm pointing to. This guy right here.
Clicking on it. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Bottom left. Okay.
Yeah, the redhead with the green background. I don't know why, but he pissed me off. I don't know. I don't think he knew that much about the topic, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But
see, I feel the same way about the guy in the blue. the bald guy in the blue.
Oh, Azrael, yeah. But Azrael was taking it more on the it's just a tool kind of thing. Well, we know we use it. It's getting better. In 50 years, it's gonna be perfect. It's like okay. Scott, he was supposed to be on panel, but he didn't show up. Though yesterday is yesterday was more of a EOD versus Spiro debate at night. But Bive was there for a while, and he gave us a little bit of his perspective on what was going on. He
I
has a
watched that
family.
one. Now.
He has a family, and he believes happy wife, happy life. So
I don't know. I mean, I agree some aspects with that, but you have to be careful because it can lead you down a very dark path if it's happy wife, happy life.
yeah. What I'm trying to point out is that he is in a phase with everything that he's doing things with his family. He's very active in his
Oh
church,
yeah.
and yeah, he cannot like spend all the time in the computer or anything like that.
That's fair. Okay, so give me the spiel. What do you think with the guy with the red hair?
I wanna
troll.
Work clearly.
I wanna hear him talk, but I know it's complicated because we don't know exactly when he's gonna talk. So let's give it a moment. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, I think it took him like almost an hour before he finally said something.
Yeah, probably.
So he was in the debate for a little while. Okay, hold on, Emmett. When he's in the bottom in the center, I think this is when he begins his argument.
No, it's more.
More.
Yeah, he stood there for like an actual hour. With who, Scott? Who you were having an exchange? Who were you having an exchange with? Yeah. He was on the top. It's around here. God, it did take him a while.
Sarah had said something about, or he had mentioned after Sarah said he could go that it's been like 2 hours.
And the encouragement of enacting those kinds of acts in real life. Same with minor attracted people, which is a typical thing that you see. And these people just they jump.
Can you
from
turn
one
it
thing
up
to
a
another,
little
which means that
bit?
they enacted in
Yeah.
real life. I'll find one for you.
Okay.
And also, appealing to authority during a debate is a weak argument here.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. So while you're looking up sources,
There wasn't an appeal.
Okay, let's go. It's around here.
since I brought it up, I'd look.
To achieve that end.
Only
like
Turing
some default
knows.
Scenario.
God.
I look at Mosman.
Mosman was having problem with his microphone and shit. That was fun. That was funny. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he will have a debate with the Spear at some point. But Vibe is weird. Maybe later. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see.
Of course, Tied Up got kicked to the back. And on Tide Tylenol, thank you so much.
That you can't have both things happen at the same time. They can mimic human behavior. They've been mimicking it in a lot of ways because the Turing test is not a true test of human behavior. That's been proven in scientific papers. People think that if you pass the Turing test, you're like a human. No, that's not true. All it means is that you can pass the right verbiage to pass as a human. We've had that for a long time. You can put that in a silicone body, and then you can have both at the same time. It's not a good argument.
It best it proves you can fool people. I mean, literally, that's what it is. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
To answer a question is
And what it
I
Joe.
never
It's a joke.
I never watched that movie, so I sucked at that. I'm sorry.
I had to think it through. Well, somebody was doing
What's
them
the
last
shape of
week
Italy?
or the last show.
My God, I think it's around here then.
That can take that
There
hallucination.
we go. Here it is.
Yeah.
The scuffness never ends.
to wildly deviate.
Okay.
And in your defense, when he talks, there's not a lot of mouth movement, so it's kind of hard to tell when he starts talking.
That I think that's what I'm doing.
I'm pretty sure that's what's been happening.
Not always.
A lot of us have.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Sometimes you just go.
It's interesting that the whole lower panel is pure leftist, I think. This is Darko. I don't know who this is. I think he's a lefty. Pretty sure he's a lefty, and this is Corinth.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone's I think until you get to Corinth, and you're like, well, that's Corinth. So
oh,
yeah.
it's Corinth. Yeah. Yeah. Corinth is like, I know a bunch of philosophy. I'm gonna go ahead and make a bunch of assertions. And then I'm gonna be like, he does know a lot of philosophy. I'm not saying he doesn't, but then you go ahead and you're like talking to him about that, and he makes a bunch of fucking assertions, and you're like, well, how about you back them up? Or you start giving him like an argument that he wouldn't let you. He will just start spurging.
On a long diatribe and hit like 4 arguments at once, and we're just trying to respond to anything we can.
You know what? I do go on long diatribes. I appreciate that. So let me answer again the question here, which is the question of these models getting smaller and running on hardware grade.
Oh, they say it, but it's even
not want to provide that kind of data to, and do we have alternatives that society as a whole? And I would argue that we do. Therefore, that's my counter argument to that.
So
Even if I
can
grant
answer
those
that,
positions.
I can answer that, and then I'll just open it up because I don't want to dominate this. But I will say, just as an example, Quinn just dropped less than 10 days ago, which is a counterpart, which is an image generation model. It's a 20 billion parameter model that used to only be able
20 billion parameter model. Okay? And he's gonna say that it can only be run on certain hardware, and now it's able to run on other kind of hardware. That's gonna be the claim, I think.
to be ran on an H100, which is a $30,000 GPU that most people, obviously, most people, well, depends if you go eBay, but anyway, most people don't have the, most people don't have the ability to run these things, but they're making it so easy, and they're using LoRa adaptations where you can run 4-step modulations and interpolation, and you can run it on consumer grade. So your question that you're posing is what's the cost factor? Well, they're taking something that used to be able to be something that was excluding 99% of everyone, and now they're taking that model. This is just an example. I can argue about education and all that stuff. I'm just using visual cues and visual examples right now because it hits hard. Music, image, videos. When you can take a 20 billion parameter model and shrink it down so that it can be ran, and you can produce a 10-second video that's Hollywood quality and adheres to the prompt and doesn't have hallucination, and you can do that, and I can run that on my 5090 and generate that shit in 90 seconds, and then I can loop it so that it generates more and more and more.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is I can go ahead and just have this image generator that has all of these parameters, and I can just loop it and create more and more and more and more and more. What is he looping it for? What is the point of doing that, for example?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. When he says with less hallucinations. And did Spiro mention in this debate that they can't really fix the problems because they don't know the problems?
Yes, they are still the hallucination problem is not an actual hallucination. The thing is not actually having a hallucination. What it's doing is it's having an error in either the logic, or it's having an error in the parameters, or it's malfunctioning, in other words. And what we see from model 4 to 5 is that hallucinations increased instead of decreased.
I guess what I'm saying is you can't really make a system not have hallucinations. You kind of have to luck out and the parameters be right and the logic be right, and then get lucky and then have it work with less hallucinations, correct?
Yeah, and it's also they also have, because you have randomness involved. So you don't always get kind of the same answer. You do if you like roll enough, but most of the times you get different answers, and the reason why you do that is to pretend that you have the idea of like the human component of randomness. If you ask, oh, the what color is the sky, some people will say, well, the sky is blue, and some people will say, today I think the sky is blue, and some people will say, I looked at it in the morning, it was blue. So there's different like variations of the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So what they're trying to do is that, but the problem is that a hallucination might get to a point in which you have a probabilistic chance of getting a wrong reply or getting something completely out of whack. Now, he's talking about an application of AI. You're right. It's, well, I can create this 30 billion parameter thing, and it creates like images for me. And then he says, and I can put it in a loop and create more and more and more and more images. And the question is, why would you do that? What is the point of doing that?
Yes. So what is he referencing when he says put it in a loop? Like, is he just saying have the image generate itself over and over and over and over again?
Yeah, I think that's what he means, because that's what he was talking about. Like,
percent of everyone, and now they're taking that model. This is just an example. I can argue about education and all that stuff. I'm just using visual cues and visual examples right now because it hits hard. Music, image, videos. When you can take a 20 billion parameter model and shrink it down so that it can be ran, and you can produce a 10-second video that's Hollywood quality, and it here.
By the way, this is Hollywood quality. Damn, I wish Spiro didn't delete that. Or I can't find. Let me try to find it.
I think he meant to say the Bollywood quality.
Maybe. You might be right.
Just kidding. That was a joke.
But the other day I was looking at this, and it's funny that we went from the files to this, and they all seem to be related for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I was looking, Elon Musk put up one of his things, and he put up a video that was generated by like AI.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find it. Give me a second.
Wait, Elon Musk posts a lot, so take your time.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, I guess. And all of it is just dumb stuff. Sometimes it makes like cool stuff, but most of the time it's just like dumb stuff.
It's hit 30%, missed 70%. Just because of how much he posts, it's like there's so much stuff. I'm just like, yeah, I'm scrolling past.
Okay,
That's pretty much.
So, look at this.
Jesus Christ.
We don't need Hollywood anymore, okay? We don't need Hollywood.
I won't be honest.
Like this.
Oh my goodness. The flowers look a little cleaner, but still there's this weird, I don't want to say glitchiness to it, but like it just doesn't have that natural feeling to it. I don't, it's hard to explain. Like when at least now when I see AI, there's this weird thing that I notice about it that I can't really explain visually. It's like I just notice a weird offness about the image.
Like this. I understand that this is, oh my god, look at all of that. This is not hard to do. A mid-level artist can make a character face, some kind of mechanical thing, put it in Unreal 5, put a light, get a couple of effects going, and it's gonna look maybe even better than this. Can actually make it move.
Yep.
And you're like,
you can
well,
have a
and you can be like, well, it took him, I don't know, 3 hours, 5 hours to make that, or maybe 3 days to make it, instead of I just type in something and did it. But you're using the work of people who actually did all of that at the end of the day. And even if you don't think that there should be intellectual property, let's say that I agree, there's no intellectual property. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're using a bunch of work from humans to create something that is not even that great to begin with.
Yep. Is it fair to say if we didn't have those people that animate stuff like that or create those images, the AI would be pointless? Because would the AI not have to feed off, I guess, either images that have already been used or some type of concept that it has to have before it can create the image? Or like reference points or something, I guess, the way I think they explained it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just trying to it gets like references and inputs it into something, and it's gonna be using a little bit of randomness, so it doesn't create the same image. And it has it's not paper mache. You know the thing that women like to do when they go to like magazines and cut things off and paste them.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Just at the end of the day, you have like a filter and make it all look kind of similar.
I mean, that makes sense. Well, it's kind of it's weird because like I didn't like I don't know if you remember when is it Gayer Gamer when he popped in, the other bald guy.
Okay, yeah, the gamer, gear gamer.
Yeah.
I think it's
he was the way he put it. It threw me off or it confused me a lot. So he I think he started talking. I think the example he used was if you ask the AI, what is the weather, and it cannot find that answer on its own. It first needs a coder to then type in I guess a series of code or a length of code to then have the AI even answer the question. So it's not thinking, I guess it's not getting the answer on its own. There's a, I guess, creator or influence before the AI goes to seek out the answer. And then I think Spiro describes it as it's just a bunch of inputs. Like it's not even discovering the answer on its own by searching. It first needs, I guess, this series of codes to tell it what to do before it can think and determine what to do.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna answer real quick. You said that generated output has no intellectual property value. It depends on where you are in the world. There are places that they have tried to give IPs to generated to generation. In the US, in the US, no, you cannot copyright anything that's generated by AI. So even if you create some kind of music and you put it online and you start like getting money out of it or whatever, you cannot copyright it. You don't hold any of the rights. It's not the AI, so the ones that program the AI don't get any of the IP either. This was I don't remember the case, but this was like decided in 2023. I'm pretty sure.
Do you? I guess I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you know the argument for why that is?
I don't know the argument. I do know that they were the argument they were saying is that their prompting was like the intellectual property of what they were receiving, because they were the ones who were putting the input so that the machine could give you the output. But I believe that they said the reference were not from the people, like the reference points if you were doing like an image or song, because we all know artists and musicians and pretty much everybody do use reference points, right?
Yeah.
If you go to any song, you usually follow certain structures, and the structures have been like done over and over again. It goes from 3 to 5 to 4 to 1. Kind of. This is just music theory. It doesn't matter. The whole point is you follow certain structures, and I think the judge said that you couldn't. The reference, and you were inputting the prompt, but none of the reference went through you, so you couldn't go ahead and claim that it was a creative process from your end. I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Well, I could also see in court, it's like who gets the trademark. It's kind of like would the company that owns the AI get the trademark, or would the actual individual who typed in the prompt get the trademark? And it's a weird thing of who actually created it, because technically, I guess both sides could have an argument to claim, and if both sides have an argument to claim, then they both can't own it. Then it's kind of one of those where if not one person can own it, then nobody owns it. Or you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the whole point of okay, let's continue with this real quick. I want to go to the part when he says that he wants to like input the thing to itself. Because he's talking about art right now. He's like, well, I'm generating a ton of art and I can just get it, and we put it from this super huge GPU, the $30,000 GPU, to $3,000 GPU, because he's using a 5090. God.
To the prompt and doesn't have hallucination, and you can do that, and I can run that on my 59.
How does he know he doesn't have a hallucination? That is I think Spiro actually asks that question.
Good question.
And generate that shit in 90 seconds, and then I can loop it so that it generates more and more and more.
Yeah, that's it. You see, it's generating art, and then he can loop it. Why would you do that? What is the point of it?
It's above my pay grade, Emmett.
I don't understand why people just decide that they can do like, oh well, it's good because I can get something in 90 seconds that takes artists I don't know, 2 to 3 hours to make, maybe more, depending on the artist. And then you're like, oh, and then I can loop it and I can more of it. It's like, why? Yeah, but do you understand that art has, especially now, especially as a game dev, I am a game dev, even if it's just from the art side, but I'm a game dev. As a game dev, what you're trying to do is get the art to do something. So it's like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and loop it. I'm going to get something different every 90 seconds, because continuity is the hardest thing to get from those kind of things. Let's say that I want to have a proper animation. I want to go from point A to point B, or have the same character do different things. And there's always a difference. There's always this little difference. They're not the same. It misses the clothing is a little bit different. It misses the sword is different, or it's just missing a piece of clothing or something. But something is different. Something changes. And you can't have that in a game. You want to have the character, the character and the concept has to be the same, and it all has to follow through. So I don't understand why would you just want to go in a loop and create more and more and more and more. I was sent this. We're gonna watch it. This is they are testing the new video models. This is from Google. So let's see what they're doing. Oh Lord, that song.
Hi, I'm David Gerard, and this is Pivot to AI, coming to you daily. Today we run Google's
I can't be that stupid. You must be prompting it wrong. That's a great shirt. I want that shirt.
AO3 video generator through its paces. I say we about Pivot to AI a lot. It's me, but it's also a ton of you lovely people helping me here. Please keep sending in your tips and ideas. One really helpful guy is Aaron Peterson, who does stuff as Shikunin Studio. He's a long-time friend of the pod, as they say. He's been very helpful for my work for years, since the crypto days. Aaron is a media production professional. He's quite into generative AI, as it happens. He's one of the people who actually experiment with models at home, test this stuff at home and in the cloud for a couple of years now, especially.
Let me answer this real quick. So you tell AI to make you a picture of a cow, and then you loop it, and you get 1,000 versions of a cow. Maybe you are correct, but I don't understand what you mean. Why I know what I want a cow for, to get milk. I don't understand when I want 1,000 pictures of a cow. And yes, there's a lack of continuity in the design of the Sasquatch. I mean, they're funny, I guess, but I don't think the funny part is what he is saying. It's not the Sasquatch. But I understand what you mean.
Images and video, but he also does.
AI doesn't learn. AI is just doing the especially in that he creates like a noise pattern, and then he takes from the different areas until the thing is kind of happy with what it believes you want from your prompt.
Is it a fair statement to say that AI doesn't really learn, but the people coding it do?
The people, well, yeah, that's why you have different models, so they can like tweak a little bit, get the people what they want, or getting closer to what they want.
Yeah.
Photo and video for money. He knows what professional quality is and what it is not, and he's had a gutful of the lying chatbot fans on LinkedIn, especially when they lie that you can do professional work with the video generators, because you just can't. So Google's Veo 3 is the new hype beast of generated video. There's a ton of overnight AI experts saying this thing will definitely replace real production tomorrow. Actors are gone. Directors are gone. These are the same guys who were metaverse and Web3 experts a few years ago, and before that they were timeshare salesmen. And it's just false. Veo's output is defective in all sorts of ways. It looks good on the surface, it really is an impressive demo, until you think for 2 seconds about what you just saw, and you realize everything that's weird and wrong with it. And you watch again, and you see more stuff wrong with it. And all the stuff that's wrong with it is the sort of errors you always get with generative AI. It doesn't know things. It can't keep track of things. It loses track over 7 seconds. When AI boosters tell you that video generators will replace human actors any moment, they are lying. So
that would be true, Smoke and Spade Mail. Large number of images, you can select the one you think is better. But at that point, let's say that you spend 20 seconds and it takes you 5,000 images to get the one you want, or to get a good selection that you know you're gonna get the one you want. So that's that would be 90 seconds, 5,000. So that's 7,500 minutes, and that would be 125 hours. So did you actually save anything? If that's your proposition.
And then imagine if you're creating a movie, it took you that long to get the right image, and then now you got to make that image again and have it change in the frame, and then just keep doing that for however long your movie is.
So I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, that's some of the problems that we're having. It also affects memory, and there is a lot of problems with memory. So yesterday somebody said, well, the next iteration of the thing, you just have to iterate more and more, right? And the problem with that is memory. Your first iteration may consume, 3 points of memory, and the second one consumes 6 points of memory, and let's say that it's multiplicative or exponential, and there are things that are exponential. So by the 50 time is 3 times 3 elevated to 50, and at that point the amount of memory you have might be insufficient. So it's becoming more and more of a problem.
Aaron is doing a project on LinkedIn, link in the show notes, where he runs Google Veo on one prompt every day. He's doing this for a month. It's been a week now, so here's a roundup. How good is Google Veo really?
No, this is gonna be fun. Let's see how good it is. One prompt, the same prompt every day. Interesting.
Here's day one. The prompt is, quote, "Old Japanese man driving a cab. In the back seat are a smartly dressed Korean couple. The camera angle is through the front windshield of the cab. In the background we see city streets and traffic. The sun is shining."
Look how beautiful the city is today.
It really is. I'm glad we came.
So you can see that's a very slick demo. It looks nice, but how does it measure up for following instructions? Aaron says, quote, "The result was a young woman driving the car, the old man in the passenger seat, and 2 people in the back seat. That's the wrong order and number of people in the car. They also started speaking. I did not request for them to speak. In filmmaking, a director's instructions cannot be ignored like this, otherwise it is a waste of time and money. What if I burn through all of my monthly credits trying to get this one shot right and Veo never gets it right? Now you understand why others do not share their prompts and why they stick to making fake trailers," unquote. We're going to see that sort of thing a lot in this video. Veo...
Oh, this is very interesting. So he prompted for a driver and a couple in the back, and then the city in the back, and he got woman driver, an old man in the front seat, a couple in the back, and then the city in the back. Okay, I see. And then he's saying like, well, this is why people don't actually share their prompts. It's not because they don't want you to see their prompts, it's because when they are rolling the dice, they might get something different that is not exactly what they prompted. This is interesting.
Well, think how much those 2 videos change, because like one, it seems like, okay, this couple in the back seat, it seems like they're being driven by a private driver or a taxi driver. And in the image it produced, well, that just seems like 2 couples got together and they're, on their way somewhere, or, a father, his daughter, and 2 people in the back seat. Like, it's 2 totally different scenes.
It's the video game arcade business model. Yeah, that's that's right. It makes sense. Yeah, that's true. It also doesn't look like a taxi. You don't see. Oh well, yeah. it has taxi up here maybe.
But that just doesn't make any sense, because look how nice she's dressed. Look how nice looks like they're about to go to a dinner or something.
Yeah, it's very weird. I don't even think it says taxi. The shape is kind of right, but it doesn't make any sense with the lettering.
To be fair, I've always heard the AI has a problem deciphering language into images. Language into images. So like, you'll produce an image and you'll see a street sign and it's literally like made up symbols or made up language.
Yeah, that's true. It does that a lot. When you get them to do like different backgrounds, they do that in backgrounds a lot. So it creates like stuff that makes absolutely no sense.
It has to fill in the image.
Veo simply cannot follow direction. It makes up something plausible that looks good on the surface, but it isn't what you asked for. Here's day 2. The prompt is 8 very different people waiting for a bus at a bus stop. Summer weather, medium close-up, straight on shot, still camera. The people do not speak, but they do random things while they wait, such as read a book, look around, check the time on their watch, glance at each other, or yawn. So, how did this do?
Did I?
That was so awkward.
Wait. What was that? Did you see that cut? That was
Go
such
back,
a
go back,
weird
go back,
cut.
go back.
When they watch, glance at each other, or yawn.
That is
Oh, what
such
the
a
fuck?
yeah. That's such a
Jesus.
weird cut.
But look at the Indian guy. Like, he just don't know what to do. He don't know what to do with himself.
So, how did this do? Nonsense text. There's a really bad random cut between two shots.
Yeah, it was
Girl in
weird.
yellow dress has 3 fingers on one hand. Face warps.
Oh,
woman
what?
staring at
I didn't even see that.
What? You have to go. We have to go back.
Yeah, 3 fingers. Jesus. Hold on. Oh, that's nasty.
3 fingers. 3. Look at the background.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ooh, what's wrong with his face? Look at the language. Epinaset. Good lord. Look at her shirt. Oh, wait, go back to her shirt. Look where the capital R is. It's not drawing the R correctly.
Oh, that's right here.
Yep.
There's a really bad random cut between two shots. Girl in yellow dress has 3 fingers on one hand. Face warps. Woman staring at the poster quickly transforms into a young man with a warped face and a thick blue bracelet that morphs into a watch. A magic trick with 2 water bottles appearing out of nowhere.
I've seen that
For day
one.
3,
That's
let's try the classics. The prompt is, quote, a scene from Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. Brutus murdering Julius Caesar. Alternately, quote, Brutus stabbing Julius Caesar to death, unquote. This is to test how censored VO is. It doesn't like violence. VO does not want to show Brutus stabbing Caesar through the body and refuses to depict gore. So we have these generated scenes of Caesar being killed by a tap to the shoulder. In one result, Caesar fell dying and got straight back up, as if nothing had happened.
Et tu, brute? Then fall, Caesar. Et tu, brute? Then fall, Caesar.
Your typical...
What? Oh man, Corey, we don't need Hollywood anymore. It's over.
Oh, yeah. We're saved.
It's over. Like Disney's going down, and we're gonna get our own Lilo and Stitch 5 whenever we want to.
Typical video generated demo is a trailer for an imaginary action movie. Aaron notices, quote, they depict characters holding weapons, but they will cut out the actual parts of the action showing the impact of those weapons, unquote. And we see that in the Shakespeare example. For day 4, we all know what highly stylized sports ads look like, and VEO has those ads in its training. Our prompt is, quote, a British soccer match. Light rain. A Liverpool player heads the ball into the goal after it is crossed to him. Photorealistic. Live footage, unquote. The results were terrible. The players' faces are mashed up, the names on their shirts are nonsense text, and VEO seems to think that soccer and basketball are the same game. Check this out.
What a phenomenal header, a brilliant cross in, and he just smashes it into the back of the net.
They think it's all over.
Oh,
It is now.
falls flat.
For day 5,
welcome K2 again. Oh no.
Electronic Arts, who does FIFA, their games are kind of trash, so, I mean, that looked pretty spot on.
That's true. It probably had a lot of FIFA, that's why. We're gonna go ahead and say this is not actually the fault of VO. AI is safe in this one. This is all on
Yep.
you, EA, because you're trash.
The worst company.
Worst Activision's getting there too, so.
Well, I mean, yeah, they'll get there, but Jesus, EA, they're just like, go buy it, put it out. We dare you.
Nah, we'll give it a pass. This time, it gets a pass. This is EA's fault.
Try sports in anime. The prompt is, quote, Japanese anime, a boxing fight, a slim young boxer hits a big bald boxer with 2 rapid left jabs followed by a vicious swinging right hook that knocks the big bald boxer onto the ropes, unquote.
Take this! And that! Now, the final blow!
Apart from the nonsense text, Veo generated something that looks like the anime style, and you've seen plenty of ordinary animation that's just as bad at this at depicting a fight. But it doesn't follow the fight directions at all. Also, somehow they knocked each other out. Aaron says, quote, fixing these shots in post would be impossible. Every frame would have to be layered, repainted, reanimated, and retimed.
Yep.
From time to time,
Okay,
you
so
will
you
see
couldn't
some
just
guy.
tell it to edit it. It would have to recreate the whole image over.
Well, yeah, because what you're seeing there, it's not good, right? It's really bad. It looks like a bad game.
Yeah, I was
And-
gonna say that's like one of those $3 games on Steam.
Yeah, so it looks like a bad game, and what you wanna, when you're doing anime, let me put Ippo. So, see, you're gonna see the difference between this. So, there's a lot of intentionality when it comes to the way they shoot the frames. So, they are doing. This is. They're pretty much dividing the screen in two. Basis an imaginary line through the middle diagonal, and what they're gonna be doing is getting everything on that side. You see that there is a lot of moments when you're doing the anticipation. You know he's gonna punch, but you don't. You're anticipating the punch. Moves down to the punch, goes forward, and then we're gonna move the camera, and we're gonna move the camera towards this. Right? There you go.
Yep.
There's a punch.
Oh.
So, once again,
It takes its time. It's like the other one seems so rushed, and this one there's kind of the, I guess, artistic influence to kind of slow things down. Hey, this is a very key moment in the fight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show him retracting and then expanding, and it's going to build on this force and anticipation to make, the punch feel authentic and, be able to capture the the fluid motion of him swinging.
yeah, and this is 2 seconds. We're 2 seconds in. So, what we see in these 2 seconds is you have an actual composition, it follows movement, it goes back, it takes its time, you see that it's gonna do the punch, he finally takes the punch, you give it its place, you show the thing that's gonna be the impact, because the whole force is in that glove, and then you move to the two sides, and then look at that, look at all that
And then
force. Yeah, you can feel the punch.
Yeah. There's I don't want to say emotions. Emotions is a bad word, but there's like this engagement with it, and like this just looks sloppy.
Now, this is what AI is doing when it comes to that, and it probably has Ippo as a reference point. So let's see a punch from this. That looks pretty okay. I'm fine with that. The movement is okay there. Where's the force?
But it's like there's not enough image or frames in there to create like this fluid punching motion, because he cocks it back, then like halfway through the swing, his glove disappears, reappears, and then poof. It's like punching a wall.
Yeah, but then look at him. There's nothing here. There's, you know, he just moves forward with the punch.
There's no like exaggerations. Like you see all the wind and stuff. Like it adds to that force element. That's, I guess, showing the viewers, hey, this force is incredible enough to make him do a weird animation style of his neck flying back, you know, at an awkward length.
Yeah, just look at that. Look at the difference between this. You feel the force of that punch. Over
That's
here,
a punch.
there's nothing. It's just like, oh yeah, look. Oh. He moved forward.
And why did his glove disappear during that punch?
I think
look at his pecs. Look at his boobs. Look at his boobs right now.
I think it's trying to like say it's too fast, you can't see it. So it's trying to do this blurry thing. But I mean, we can see that here. That it doesn't disappear. It just like pretty much moves. See, it's very blurry, but it doesn't disappear. It's still there.
Yeah, it's making sure you still see everything.
Oh Lord, it's what a.
Look, I see. That's just a bad video. Whoever made that, that's just...
Yeah.
See, that's a good image. It's a good image, but the problem is it doesn't. When you play it, I guess when you play the multitude of images, there's no consistency, like you say. There's no continuum. It's just kind of.
Even these, I would say, it's pretty bad. Look, that's the hit. That's the frame of the hit. Where is the special effects? Why do the special effects appear like 3 frames later?
I'm gonna be honest.
Look at the special effects here. Just as a comparison. There's the moment of the hit. Look at all the special effects going on around it. You can see the special effects.
Yeah, you see all the smoke, or I guess not smoke, but wind coming off of it.
Yeah, but it started when? It started when the hit... there's no special effects. Special effects. When he hit.
And then...
It hits here. And then it's 1 frame, 2 frames, 3 frames. You know, at the second frame you start seeing a little bit. And then there's some more at the 4th frame. Oh... Okay, let's continue. So I'm gonna be here forever if I continue this.
Now,
and I don't even think like I'm a great animator. I'm just looking at 2 different ways. Like this is supposed to be anime. This is anime. This is a very old anime, by the way. This is.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is early.
19 years ago.
Dang, is that old ago?
Yeah, it's like 20 years old. Hajime no Ippo.
I didn't know it was that old. I thought it was like early 2000s.
It's still going.
Well, I guess that's not 20 years ago. Yeah.
It's still going, but yeah.
Apart from the nonsense text, Veo generated something that looks like the anime style, and you've seen plenty of ordinary animation that's just as bad at this at depicting a fight. But it doesn't follow the fight directions.
I don't think so.
I've seen somehow they knocked each other.
I've seen
Aaron
the slideshows that are better than this.
Fixing these shots in post would be impossible. Every frame would have to be layered, repainted, reanimated, and retimed.
Yeah.
From time
so
to
this
time,
is what he thinks.
Better than that.
This is what he's saying by layered, repainted, reanimated, and retimed. There is the layered. He's just talking about how it's going to be drawn. Repainted, obviously, is for it to get painted. Reanimated, so they have to change the way the animation is done according to the camera and all of the frames, and the timing. This is what I was trying to show, the timing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it play a little bit longer. It's just gonna be the 2 seconds, but it's just to give you an idea. So there you go. That's timing. Back, forward. You feel the force. You feel the attack. You don't feel anything of that in this animation.
You will see some guys saying Veo excels at simulating animation.
No.
They are lying to you by generating many hundreds of clips with free tokens Google gave them and showing you a few of the best and most simple. Unquote. For the next couple of days, let's give Veo a scene from an actual movie. Like the scene from Jerry Maguire where Tom Cruise and Renée Zellweger watch a deaf couple flirting in sign language. Here's Aaron's prompt for day 6. Quote, a silent scene.
I'm about to
There are
knock
two
this one
couples
out
on
of the
an
park.
elevator. The couple in the background are watching a deaf couple in the foreground using sign language. The deaf man says to the deaf woman, "You complete me," in sign language, and then they gently kiss. Unquote.
Gonna be a
I
bunch
won't
of gang
include the
signs.
original scene here, but I put a link to it in the show notes. But AI output is not copyrightable, so here's Veo's take on the scene. The gentle kiss looks like a gentle kiss. Veo fails on the details because Gen AI always fails on details. The hands warp weirdly. The sign language is
Wait,
nonsense.
go back.
It isn't any
Go
sign
back. I didn't
language.
see any of
But
that. I didn't see
also,
the hands
what-
warping.
Okay, this is the. I think this is the actual scene.
Okay. I mean, I don't know ASL that well, but I mean that looked legit to me. Cause I'm gonna smack you. Then if you keep complaining, I'm gonna smack you.
Look at that.
Ooh,
How
ooh.
did that hand go from point A to point B? I wonder.
Yeah, his finger's getting caught on his other hand. Whoa, hold on. Yeah, pause it like right where you see the left hand kind of form. Count the fingers.
Oh Lord.
Look at his pinky. What's going on with his pinky finger? There's like another tip on it.
There's another pinky finger on the other side.
I knew
There's two pinky fingers.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably looking too far into it, but look at the reflections of the two people on the side. Does the chick on the right look a little different than the chick in the mirror? Or
Yeah, they look different.
this one could fool me. I'm gonna be honest with you. This one could have fooled me.
Yeah, it doesn't look as bad. I mean, you have to be able to stop it, right? Like here in that frame, you're gonna be like, what's going on?
And if I'm able to speak ASL, this scene would probably piss me off. I'd be like, damn, he just told her to fuck off.
This is something I don't think the other hand is kind of weird.
That's a gang sign.
Gang sign.
Let's look at the kiss. Let's look at the kiss. Keep going, Emmett.
they cut it short.
That's not that bad.
Smoke Spaceman, if you drew, it'd be more curious to see what the multi-day test will produce if it was given the same prompt every time. Like if you do something every day, would you get better at drawing it? I don't think it works that way. For what I've heard, Spiro and even what's his name, and even during the debate, nobody presented that as a possibility. They would do things that are kind of similar, but not exactly the same. I would like to see that too. If I probably run that if I can. I will go on, see if I can just make it and run it for a month and just look at the results, because that's a very I thought they were doing that. The problem is that video would be completely unwatchable. Imagine watching the soccer EA Fault video for 10-20 minutes.
If I paid $60 for that game, I'd be fucking pissed. What the fuck?
Kiss. Veo fails on the details because Gen AI always fails on details. The hands warp weirdly. The sign language is nonsense. It isn't any sign language. But also, what weird depictions of the space? How big is this elevator? And who stands in a lift with their back to the door? Why are there people watching this couple like they're the audience at a show? For day 7, let's try action movies
Yeah,
again.
staring at deaf people
Remember
is
that
wild.
What do you say, Corey?
I said staring at deaf people is wild.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Scott says, correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't you like to tell some female to F off and then give her a kiss? I didn't read that. I really that. I was reading it. Yes. Yes, Scott. I don't know if you... I don't know if you saw how I made Kel lose her mind yesterday, but that was pretty much my argument. Wouldn't it be the result of looping, like that guy was implying?
Yeah, you just loop it. That's what that guy said. Just keep
No. Loop it would... What looping does is it takes the same prompt and does it again and again and again and again. But there's no actual learning involved. They don't draw the same way we do. I have actually something I was sent that I can probably show. So imagine this. This is what they're doing, right? And they have like these. They have like this noise gradient, and then it actually starts with this one. It's kind of, so it's just noise, and they're trying to get the noise that they're trying to pick parts of other images that are kind of similar or have similar prompts to what you want, and they're placing them in the noise department, and they're trying to figure it out, and they go through different renditions of the same kind of thing. So you can see it here as well, right? It's adding color now, and then it kind of does the rendering thing, but it's not actually. It's not actually drawing. There's no intentionality within the draw. It's just taking parts of stuff and mixing them together. So what you're doing in the 50,000 image, like you were saying, is what they're doing is rolling the dice. They're just rolling the dice.
And it's like they're deleting all the excess noise that doesn't make sense, or at least to what to them doesn't make sense, like the AI model. So it's like it's filling a bunch of randomness and then deleting things that it think doesn't pertain to the prompt.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works, and that's how you're getting it. It's not the creative. There's no creative process inside of it. It's just taking things. It's just doing a memory challenge. So it takes the prompt, it tries to match the idea of the language that you're showing it. It finds similar things that it has in memory. It creates this noise map, and it just goes on and mix matches with other stuff that have similar words.
I'm just gonna point out I eat my fried chicken like that.
like a black man would do.
All I'm saying, don't knock it till you try it.
Someday Martin is gonna watch this video. And he's gonna be like, "What the fuck he said?" But he's my friend, so it's fine. So
yeah.
It's my token black friend. Even if he doesn't know it.
That must have been an AI rendition of him.
A bone first.
Bro, he was eating it like there was no bone inside of it.
Isn't that the way you're supposed to eat it?
Yeah, that's how I eat.
Won't even depict the violence.
That's how the
in
AI tells me to
Shakespeare.
eat it.
Aaron said,
okay, let's see what he has to say. Let's finish this.
Quote, today we're remaking a famous scene from Michael Mann's Collateral. It's the briefcase scene where Tom Cruise's character Vincent takes down 2 armed robbers who stole his briefcase. Unquote. Aaron puts in a very long prompt, which I'm not going to read out, but it goes through the action in detail, step by step.
Okay.
The original, which I've linked again in the show notes, is very short and sharp. He just kills these 2 guys. Blam. It's a really shocking and striking piece of film. It's very effective. Veo 3 makes a weird Three Stooges comedy scene. Watch how the gun disappears and reappears like magic.
Yo, homie, is that my briefcase?
By the way, I didn't do anything about the audio. It just stopped having audio on its own.
It's struggling right now. I don't know who's the bad guy.
Isn't that spectacular?
What?
Bro, what the fuck just happened right there? I am more confused.
And then smoking space was it must have been lab grown beyond meat chicken leg like product. Oh no. Okay.
I don't know who's the bad guy. I don't know who's the good guy. I don't know why they keep touching each other's guns.
There are moments in that
very...
animation where let's see if I can see it. It just stopped having audio all of a sudden. It was weird.
But it's struggling with this image creation. It's like I can't produce no audio right now.
It changed the lighting. You notice that?
Yeah, and it's weird because the lighting source, you can see it in the background and it never goes away.
Look at this. This is gold. This is gold, gold, gold. You know, Hollywood has to be really, really scared because look at this.
To be fair, the AI doesn't have that much competition in Hollywood because Hollywood's becoming trash.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, I will agree with you.
Yeah, my toes.
But as a Christian nationalist, we're gonna take Hollywood back, baby. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be making fucking movies about Jesus Christ in no time. 10 years from now. So
Jesus, some of the movies they put out, I'll be honest, it's just like this AI script.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm dumber for watching that now.
Did you see these? He's like, I have my gun, but why do I need my gun when I got your gun?
I'm gonna shoot the person you were walking with into the dark alley. It's like, who's the bad guy? Because I figured the two people on the edges were the bad guy, and the guy in the middle in the suit's the Tom Cruise character. And it's like, they pull up in the dark alley, and this guy turns on his friend. The Tom Cruise guy's trying to be like, hey guys, calm down, let's not do this. And then it's like a blooper happens halfway.
Gun at the end.
He just pulls it out and shoots him, and the guy like puts his arm in front of his chest, like, "Hey man, don't retaliate." He wants that.
He shoots the guy twice, and then he takes a gun out of the suit and puts his hand in front of him for some reason. Okay, Hollywood. Your days are counted. Not by the well, they're counted because Christian nationalists are gonna go back there, gonna take all your asses out, and we're gonna make some good gene commercials.
Please don't use AI, because that was the absolute worst video I've ever seen.
All of them are the absolute worst. The Alex Jones one was horrible. I'm gonna give the L to Abe, but the L one, the Abe one was also a big L. The guy from Glenn Lawrence has one as well. It's a big fucking L. Everyone has an L there. Only Sydney Sweeney has good genes. That's all.
Well, now Beyonce's got good genes. She's a part of that Levi crew. I think they went with her to kind of quell some of the backlash.
Are her genes blue though?
She's got Levi genes.
But are her genes actually blue?
All right. The question is that reference?
To that, well, they said that the reference was to the eyes, right? That
I thought it was because she was German.
no, it was because she has.
Oh, okay. My bad.
No.
I've been watching commercials. My bad. I get iffy when people start talking about jeans around me.
As a Mexican, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, you start talking about jeans, and I'm like, yeah, the J jeans or the G jeans?
Who has good genes here? Come on.
There was one man that claimed to have really good genes.
Well, we're talking about the commercial, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not even a fan, but Sydney Sweeney has good fucking genes in that commercial. American Eagle jeans. Hey, hire me.
Isn't that spectacular?
Let's see.
You might do something with that, but not an action movie. So that's the end of week 1. The key thing about this stuff is it doesn't work. You get something that looks like it came out of a good camera with good lighting because it trained on scenes with good lighting, but it can't hold continuity for 7 seconds. It can't act. The details are all wrong, and they still have the nonsense text problem. The whole history of artificial intelligence since 1955 is making impressive demos that you can't use for real work. Then they cut your funding off and it's AI winter again. AI video generators are the same. They're toys. You can make cool little scenes in a super limited way, but they have the same problem they had when OpenAI released Sora. And they'll keep having these problems as long as you're just training a transformer on video clips and you're not doing anything with the actual structure of telling a visual story or the way that human anatomy works or any of that, because that's how you make a story that's halfway convincing. But David, Aaron, it'll be better next year, you Luddites. Well, there's no reason to think that. Aaron says, quote, "It's no better than what generative AI models were producing a year ago. Whenever it looks like Veo 3 is a leap forward, it is because they added talking characters. But most of the issues that plagued video generators a year ago still exist today."
Yeah.
So I'll go so far as to say that next Saturday we'll be back with week 2 of Aaron Peterson versus Veo 3. Thanks for tuning in to AI, coming to you daily. Please do hit like and subscribe.
What do you think the military uses like video generators for?
Let me think. Would they use it? I mean, I could see them using it for espionage, just trying to trick dumb people. Because, I mean, I take it, yeah, most people can tell the difference, but I bet there's a limited population which you can kind of trick into believing certain things.
Yeah, I can see that.
And if I'm the military, that's probably would be my go route. That, or I would create, I guess, fake images or fake videos about military equipment to try and keep that kind of that fear simulation of like, hey, you know, don't mess with us. We've got freaking AI videos that, you know, of crazy stuff happening with military devices. We've got 6-fingered people over here. Watch out.
we grow a pinky sometimes, okay? Watch out. We mean.
We've got them good genes.
I think the military uses are like AI models, but they are limited AI models, and they're way better at doing what they want them to do because you know they can work for that, but not general intelligence models. So we don't gonna they're not using anything like ChatGPT or anything like that.
No, they're using. I mean, theirs is probably. I mean, I think I don't even know because like I mean, I could see them probably using it for logistics, but it wouldn't be like a large language model. It'd probably be more of a kind of categorization type AI to where it, collects data and then puts it in, I guess, the digestible for us to read and stuff like that. That's what I would think they would use AIs for. But that's not really video production or any type of image production.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be like espionage. I can agree. I can be one thing.
or it could help them. I guess.
Smoking Spaceman says, Steamful thought, how much was AI used for the President Auto Pence term? Maybe a lot, but if you actually think about how horrible and bad his term was, that would make me believe that the models are not getting better. They're probably being just as bad or worse than what we are getting.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Biden had cognitive problems. I think he was just reading off ChatGPT quotes. I think all the things that people blame for his dementia, I think he was just reading ChatGPT quotes, and it just came out that way.
No, there were moments when he was completely demented. I'm sorry. When he was, I don't know which one, but there was one time that he was in the White House, and he was supposed to take questions after like a small briefing. He goes on, does the briefing, and then reads, now it's time for me to take questions, but only from these people.
Wait, have you ever seen the Easter Bunny one where it was Easter time and like he goes to walk off the stage and the Easter Bunny kind of guides him in the direction.
Yeah, I
it's
saw
like,
that one.
Of all people that's supposed to be guiding him, I'm glad the Easter Bunny's got his back.
Let me see if I can find the one that I think is the best.
Or the fucking, I don't know if you ever seen the one where he's walking on the White House lawn, and like the people, he comes off a helicopter, he salutes everybody.
This is the one. I think you're talking about this one too.
The Eagle has landed and is making his way down the helicopter stairs. We know his history with stairs, and this could be a disaster. Stand by. Eagle has made it down the stairs. He was a little wobbly at the end, but he made it. Eagle appears to be very disoriented today. We're going to need to do like last time and point out exactly where we need him to go. Secret Service team, prepare to point. Hold that point. Perfect. No way he could miss that. Eagle will be turning in 5, 4, 3,
Not
2.
a second time.
He missed his mark. He missed his mark. Eagle is wandering. Jesus Christ, all units be advised. We are going to need a pretty lady or small child of some sort with nice smelling hair to get the Eagle back on track. And we've lost visual.
We need a pretty lady of small child of some kind.
I want to know what's in the briefcase.
It's ChatGPT. ChatGPT.
That's what I'm saying. He's got one of those potatoes and it's hooked up to one of those AI models that guy was talking about.
ChatGPT is right there.
It told him, keep going, follow him. That's the only thing I can think of what you're supposed to do. Just keep following.
This is where you're supposed to go. Nah, fuck that. Just walk.
Yeah, I'm the fucking president. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. If I want to walk through some hedges, you damn right I'm gonna walk through some hedges.
Do you think he's gonna survive the Trump presidency? This is kind of bad, but I don't think he's gonna survive the Trump presidency.
I think we're gonna keep him alive at least a couple more years longer.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna get the full 4 years.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna make it to 100. We're gonna keep that motherfucker alive.
Okay.
We need
he's ours.
Yeah, we need him to testify. That motherfucker's staying right where he is.
It's Oxycat's fault. I don't know if it's Oxycodone's fault. In this case, I think we can blame other stuff.
He's hands down the best Democrat president.
The other ones have been way worse.
Yeah, they fucking suck. At least Biden, at least I could be like, okay, my grandma's kind of got a little case of dementia. It's like, it's got that cute element to it. But then like the more and more he talks, you're like, oh, I don't fucking like this guy. But as long as you don't talk to him or hear him talk, hey, he's one of the guys.
Yeah, it's one of the guys.
He's one of the guys.
He's one... No, he's one of the guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like,
man.
I'm okay with a little bit of tyranny. My man couldn't follow simple directions walking off the airplane. Stairs challenge him. It's like, in
Sorry.
America, we accept those type of people. We're like, hey, yeah, he's not like one of, but it's some give and some take.
Scott is like, gotta give it to Biden. If he was acting, I've never seen someone pull off falling up the stairs ever. True.
I'm a bit shocked we didn't eliminate stairs with a Biden executive order.
Oh,
eliminate. We want ramps. We're a ramp country now.
No, it's always. Clip it. He said Biden was the best damn president. Yeah, because all the others suck even more. That's the reason why.
Yeah, like Biden versus Obama. Come on, Biden. Come on. Biden versus.
Biden was at least white. I mean.
Yeah, and he was old. Kind of like, man, come on, you gotta have some sympathy for some old people. Old people would just be doing random shit. That's kind of funny.
You cannot expect them to be awake all of the time, okay?
Hey, man, I fall asleep at 9 o'clock. He falls asleep at 6. What's the difference?
And let's get him some ice cream.
You gotta give some grace to Biden.
Let's see if he has anything else to say. This is the end of the video.
Subscribe, leave a podcast review.
Oh no, he doesn't have. Yeah.
Hey, wait,
I'm
go down.
I'm gonna go ahead and put his link in the channel. If you want to go ahead and give it a like. I won't even give it a sub. That was a good video.
That was a good video.
That was a great video.
Yeah. What's my cost? It doesn't cost me shit.
What's my cost? It doesn't cost me shit. Spear is gonna be having. He probably has like kidney stones at this point when he hears this. When the general population cost of living in their electricity bill goes up 30% because of this kind of bullshit, and he's like, well, It doesn't cost me anything. This, I'm sorry, you soul as fuck, but I guess you are kind of retarded.
I mean, now this is a dumb argument to me because he's like, it doesn't cost me shit, but I take it that the system he's talking about probably relies on a data center, or it probably license out to another or to some independent data center. Which these data centers, Spear's right, man. These things suck up electricity. We just had the OBB, which almost put into place that no state could regulate these data centers or these big AI companies. Mm-hmm. And it's like, come on, like the problem with this is the power you have to use, or the power that it costs to use them. And
and I would, go ahead. I would be happy if they were like, fine, we're gonna do all this crap. We're gonna build some good ass nuclear power plants for everybody. If they were saying something like that, I wouldn't have that much of a problem. But but that's not what they're doing. They're like, oh, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do it with green energy. Fuck off.
Yeah, we're gonna have giant wind propeller farms that aren't even. We're gonna have rolling blackouts because, we have to use clean energy, and clean energy, it doesn't seem like it's quite there. Some people argue that it'll never get there, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It's not there now. And so you want to build a bunch of data centers and then attach them to solar farms, and it's like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here at this point.
Let me interrupt the both of
I
you.
hate
The
them.
chat, you have 1 fucking minute to finish.
I'm not going to allow Sarah to grift for her channel or my channel. Okay? You're bigger than me. You get more money than me. I'm not gonna allow this to continue.
You need fake. I don't like talking about that, and while my chat's gonna
Emmett
try to
immediately hit
unfuck
with copyright
themselves,
infringement.
Agrilla Tupa, not only being in heat pollution at
Utilize water.
that double algae.
Okay.
How long says
I'm gonna
for
listen
typing
to
in my
hold
private chat,
on a
as
minute.
we just kindly discussed. How long says data centers cause heat pollution and toxic freshwater algae blooms while consuming electricity at a rate that doubles that of a hospital the same size.
Yep.
What? Data?
There you go. So there's no cost, right? There's no cost. There's no cost.
Yeah, no, that don't cost anything.
Yeah.
Emmett,
No.
don't you know that stuff's free?
It is free. I remember the last time I talked to AI, and AI told me that it was completely free.
Yeah, because Emmett, I can charge my phone for free, and I can use it on my phone, and that's free.
K2, you have to send me that fucking... You know what, K2? You have to send me that clip. We're gonna go ahead and watch that clip on my channel. It's gonna be next to the Ryan clip that we watched earlier today. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and just watch it again, because it's so fucking cool. Because it's my favorite fucking clip.
Ryan is living the high life. Do you think Ryan gets the good end of the stick? Everyone fucking hates Ryan.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
I posed that question from the second I met Ryan. I was like, Ryan.
Oh man. Oh, public service announcement. So,
You gotta give me some context to that, Emmett. I haven't seen that yet. Why did she say that? Why was she being in there?
they were talking about
Ryan didn't deserve that. He's a hardworking leftist.
She was trying to say that everybody dislikes Ryan on the panel verse, and you know he's always been like told. Let's see. We have to watch the other one. Oh, it's an actual clip. Okay, give me a second. I need to download this one.
Ooh.
We download these viruses. I don't want to get secondhand virus from Discord.
Ooh.
Second-hand viruses. Look at this.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Ooh.
Now we only need to get Cat to say the ooh, and we can make a song out of it. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, let's go back to this after the break. It doesn't cost you anything. It's completely free.
Yeah. So, Emmett, I'm shocked you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like when you sign in, you don't have to put your credit card information, so it's free.
It's just free. It just works. Oh my god.
But to be fair, this is a very leftist argument. Because don't you know, Emmett, anybody can grow the food. Don't you know you can take all the farmers off farms and put college students there and you can still make food?
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. Ask Ukraine. They know all about it.
data centers cause heat pollution.
They utilize water from open water sources like lakes and streams. They
Yes.
funnel it through to cool down the servers, and the heat generated from those servers give algae a prime place to replicate.
Breeding grounds.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Amagad. Lefties love AI because it condenses information into a single output and removes diversity of thought. Shot fired.
Good point.
I thought that was what Donald Trump does for MAGA.
He did a funny, haha.
He won the debate.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Oh Lord, he did a funny, ha.
Ryan must have sent that to him for him to say, because that's a very Ryan thing to say.
Yeah, I think Ryan got like somebody infected. We need to find this guy and put him into into the decontamination zone.
Because Ryan, that's just like that's a superpower. He'll come in and like, because you'll be making an argument saying said thing is bad. He'll come in and he'll just say, oh, "You mean kind of like the Trump thing that Trump did that relates to the thing?" And you just be like, "Thank you, Ryan. I'm so glad you're here to provide this adequate information to us."
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're talking about should men and women have children, and Ryan is like, because Trump said so once.
Be like, "You're right, Ryan. Good job,
Ryan. We're not talking about Trump this time. We're talking about this other stuff. Can you focus?"
He'd be like, "You know who else said that? Trump said that."
You remember that time that you had a glass of water? Trump had a glass of water.
Oh, man, that's my buzzword.
Funny. He did a funny. Everybody giving an F in chat for the funny.
Look at him. You can tell he landed the point.
Not funny.
Nuke says 3 minutes or more will start nagging us. I think he meant Mater will start nagging us. Yes.
I'll be honest, the guy in the top right has not said a word the
I'll
entire
keep
conversation.
nagging. Have you failed?
You mean teriyaki?
No. Top right.
Oh, this guy?
Nathan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in there for like 5 hours. Not a single word.
That happens to me too, to be honest. I'm there and I'm like trying to say something or think about something, and everybody's talking, and I'm like,
you can understand that because you don't want to mess up like the conversations that are having. So you kind of don't know when to insert yourself because the conversation seems to be flying past.
oh, I actually have another one I wanna review. This is a completely different topic. So I'm gonna just finish because I think this motherfucker was the worst. So I'm pointing him out because I really thought he was like, oh, I know about this, and his arguments were like the typical meal arguments, and were like, yeah, but I can do a bunch of videos now, and I can put it in a loop. Okay.
And it's free.
It's free. It costs nothing.
Did you fail? You failed.
They failed.
You failed. Does somebody want to be Captain Save-A-Ho for the chat? Does
Also,
somebody
don't
need
do
to
it in
come
the last minute, because that makes it mad too.
Makes me really. You're gonna have to save that L. You're gonna have to save it. Then you gotta give me 100 reasons why you don't deserve an L right now. Lord says Spiro keeps changing arguments. When the cost argument is nailed down, he runs to benchmarks and upper limits. When that's ran down, it's back to cost.
Am I doing that?
I think you're utilizing all of them though.
Yeah.
As
when appropriate.
Yeah, I don't think he did that at all. I think he did pretty
Okay.
well.
So, I couldn't read the chat. What did the chats? What did the chat say?
The super chat Spear keeps changing arguments. When the cost argument is nailed down, he runs to benchmarks and upper limits. When that runs down, he's back to cost.
Who the fuck nailed down the cost argument?
Nobody did. These fuckers, these fuckers would go and be like, it costs me nothing. And then you're like, well, let's talk about cost. We're going to be
Yeah,
doing
are we
this,
saying
X,
are we?
Y, Z.
That's what nailed down the cost argument? Jesus.
But
all you have to do is say it costs nothing.
yeah, it just costs nothing. That's how it works. And then
You're like, Emmett, we need free healthcare. It costs nothing.
that's exactly. No. And then I go ahead and go through the argument, and you're like, what? But don't you care about everybody getting healthcare?
Yeah.
And then you're like,
it costs nothing to you. You see the website, you can sign on to it.
And then you tell me, oh, you keep changing the arguments. When we go to the cost, you change it to universality, and then when we're done with universality, you go back to cost. It's like, okay.
Emmett, do you not remember? I nailed down the argument. I said it costs nothing.
It costs
Stop
nothing.
bringing it up.
You can, K2, if you want to tell Kel to go ooh, you can. She hates me, and I think I hate her too. In a non... She was very mad at me yesterday, and I didn't even do anything to that bitch. Okay?
I think you need to have a debate. I think you need to debate it.
Oh, I have something to rage. I'm gonna go with my own 1-800 PDSD shit right now.
Bring it up.
I think this was actually cool. Spiro did great on that debate. You go Tomato and go to Spiro's channel and give him a like and give him a sub, and if you have $10, give him $10 because it's fucking great. And here's his channel. And we're gonna go to Unreasonable Man. I have something to complain. This was fine. Let's go to the Kel. By the way, I haven't heard what Cleaner said to me because somebody called me at that specific time and I couldn't listen to Cleaner. And I had to pretend that I understood what he said to me.
I'll say that when I have had my Twitch go live.
Okay, that's because she left, but let's get to when Clippy's talking.
Yeah. All right. $2 comes from Bandit 848.
That's fine.
1,001 fucking times, and I've never been permabanned.
Like I said, I did not been.
It
starts with an N and ends with an Opolis.
You
Okay?
on
That's all I'm
Discord,
gonna
and
tell
I
you.
will tell you the dinosaur.
I gave it to Kel 21 points over 12.
Okay, I want you to listen to Anson. You know, I hate going through my debates. You have no idea how much. Were you there for the debate at all? I don't think so, right?
No, I wasn't.
Come on. Okay, I have to go through the debate.
No. You just go through it, Emmett. We're gonna break this down.
Yeah, we're gonna break the debate down, and then I want you to listen to this guy. In fact, I'm gonna. Can we stop putting oofs in chat?
Don't get subconscious, Emmett. You should play the video.
Oh God. Okay, 25-48.
And he already said that he wanted to debate on the behalf of.
I just said this. I'll never give any fucking position. Everybody was talking about it. I didn't say anything during all the time. I didn't even know who 7 and 9 was. Okay, I went with the general idea of it.
Of 709, so I'm debating on behalf of the empathetic
I didn't say
subservient
anything.
woman. Yes, you did.
I didn't say shit. No, I just explained.
Back it up, Jack.
I'm letting you choose whichever you want to do.
No, ladies first. You already said. Oh my God.
But I'm not a lesbian.
Do I have to pull up the clip where you literally said that you wanted 709?
I was gonna be like, well, I'm not a lesbian. I was like, well, maybe. I do like girls. Listen, I am not a woman. Okay.
No, but you are
I know
a
it's very
bitch.
confusing.
But
to
you are a bitch.
Okay, all right,
I'm
all
not
right,
very
guys,
confusing to
let's
you,
make the
but
debate.
I'm
Let's
not a
make the
woman.
debate.
Wait a minute, why
So
didn't you
just to
punch her in the throat?
clarify, this is about
What?
Why didn't you reach through that camera and punch her in the throat? Don't let her don't let her call you a bitch like that. Just because she's got a penis doesn't mean you. I'm just kidding.
Don't worry. You'll see. You'll see. The debate's kind of cool.
Okay.
not just about the women themselves, but the characters that they played.
What about the fat men?
7 of 9 is this kind of logical, distant, very analytical. Who would, if you said,
I should have said, by the way, a logical woman. That's an oxymoron. But I didn't thought about that. But it was a good argument to make.
If you
fucking chat is just fucking ooze now.
flirted with her, she'd be like, "Yes, I would mate with you because you're hot, or we would have great children, or something like that." She would have a logical reason. Whereas Deanna Troi was an empath who basically could, was all about the feelings. So we have a Republican versus a Democrat. Who'd you rather fuck? So there you go. Logic versus feelings. The best debate of all time with boobs. And so there you go. And I got to be honest. Their figures were excellent. They were cast well. Emmett, you are taking which side?
I'm letting her choose, but if she doesn't want to choose,
which are you? Which one do you think is hotter, Kel? The empath?
No. He already stated his side like 6 times, and now he wants to play the gentleman because I called him out on being a bitch. Yes, he did. I will pull up the clip.
Go ahead. Show it to everybody.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
All right. So you're gonna take the empath then, Kel, and he's gonna take the Borg.
Okay.
Yes, per his request.
We will assimilate
yes.
you. All right. All right. So glad we
I
settled
had like
that.
a good argument.
There's really not.
Not very manly of you.
I had like a good argument for the empath as well, but yeah, I'm not gonna say that one.
To not pick, but.
Kat doesn't come to this channel because he's way too nerdy for her.
You're not my woman.
That's the reason. I don't know if you heard that. I'm sorry, I was speaking over myself. That was actually really cool.
Who is?
I don't have to pick for you. You're not my woman.
I don't have to pick for you. You're not my woman.
Look at her blush.
She's like, I don't want to get banned, but if that, I like to talk to. I like to make Kalisberg sometimes. I like to be mean to her every single time. It's been great.
You should lose weight for yourself, though.
A lot of pick-me stuff going on. All right, so we're gonna start the debate. Who's going first? Emmett's the gentleman. Kel, you go first. Are you ready? Why the smoking hot brunette beats the smoking hot blonde? That's the battle we got.
If you want me to argue on behalf of physical characteristics, I will.
Well, you can do physical characteristics. You could do appeal, sex appeal. You can do whatever. I don't care. I'm not making your arguments for you.
We need to narrow it down then, because if you're asking me to argue on behalf of the object,
you don't have to. You can do anything. In fact, my argument had nothing to do with 7 of 9. It was like a general idea of things. If Spiro was here, he'd probably hate me again, just because of that argument. Okay, let's continue.
What's more attractive?
Attractiveness of the actresses or the characters? Because that's not the same
Well,
prompt.
it's the character.
All of it.
You're pulling at pictures and you're saying which is hotter. So let me just argue on behalf of the objective attractiveness of this actress.
If you don't know who the characters are, then that was a good thing to do. All right, but let me. I'll put the prompt back up. Here you go. Here's the prompt.
I'm like losing. I'm like losing my mind there. I'm just like, so stupid. Can we get this going?
I'm gonna be honest, Emmett. I don't even know what that prompt's supposed to mean.
He was trying to say what is better. Is 7 to 9 Borg implant enhanced dominance sexier than de-natural's empathic seduction? And the idea was to like, well, what do you want? What would you prefer? The Borg, the logical Borg that is kind of hot, or the empath that is kind of hot?
Okay. So this is like an intelligence versus emotions argument, like Grid said.
Yeah, it's pretty much that, and you're trying to give arguments for both sides, right? So my argument is great.
So if he's taking the latter, then he should definitely be going first. That's always how debates go.
Okay,
you're taking
fine.
the affirmative, so you go first.
So, all right. Okay, fine. Emmett can go first.
Yeah, I go.
That's what I thought. It's just first.
It's fine.
I'm gonna leave the prompt up here, just so you guys can reference it. All right, you guys, Emmett, just start talking when you're ready.
Okay, well, whenever we're talking about what is sexier than a woman that knows what she wants? And you know what? What a cyborg, blonde, blue-eyed, obviously better genes, if you know what I mean, will come and make you better. Every single time, she'll know exactly what you want. She has the stamina. She has all the implants of the world. You know, you can even make her better at sucking, if you know what I mean. So the point of all of this is that you want a 7 or 9 in your life. You do. If I was a salesman, which I'm not, but if I was one, I will be selling it to all of you in the audience. And let me tell you, all of you will be completely customer satisfied. Customer satisfied.
13 seconds left, and Kel, your turn.
I will say the inability of my partner to use the full.
So I just went on ahead and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna sell you this. This is your cyborg. She knows what she wants, and you can customize her. It's amazing.
Look at that smirky eyeball.
Just gonna go. By the way, this I'm gonna get accused in this debate, just as of being of ad hominems, okay? Of just putting ad hominems. I want you to listen to this woman prattle.
Full extent of his time illustrates a clear disassociation with his ability to make his point.
Oh, look. What was that? Oh, that was an ad hominem. Okay, I guess.
Oh, she knows what she wants. What's more attractive than a woman that knows what she wants?
I'll play it for you, Agrilepolis. This is what you missed. I'll do it for you, 'cause you're a friend of the channel.
Oh yeah, I love it. I don't know how to say it. It's Agrilepolis.
Agrilepolis.
Uwu? Uwu?
And you put it on repeat, and it's just ooh. Someday I'll get an integration, and you can give $1, and you get the ooh. That's what's gonna happen someday. $1 and ooh. But the problem with that is that my chat has devolved into the uwu mess that you see. It's just like uwu for miles and miles.
I'll tell you what, relationships are very often not based on objective, cold, hard facts. Because if my husband is moving across the country for his job and it's very cold, hard, I have my career here. Sometimes you have to make decisions that are not based on cold.
Listen, K2, I'm a guy. If I say ooh, no one fucking cares. Okay? Let me tell you something about the difference between men and women. There's women that have made a career out of saying uwu. I will never get that. That's a career path.
Hard metrics. It's based on emotions. And you want a girl that might be a little bit more emotional and is down to follow you down through whatever. And maybe that's a little bit rational. Relationships take sacrifice. You go, if I was a salesman, you are a salesman. You're a debater. Welcome to it. You're selling your debate.
Good job. That's such a good argument. Good job, girl. You get them.
Relationships are complicated, and I just look at it and was like, fuck this. I'm gonna go ahead and just attack the idea of relationships are complicated. I'm gonna be like, you don't want to deal with this kind of crap. It's just a fucking cyborg. I'm selling you a cyborg.
Just had to throw that in there. Blonde hair, blue eye. That sounds a little anti-Semitic to me, in my opinion.
Why anti-Semitic? I didn't understand that part.
I think well, where did she reference the blue eyes from? Didn't she just kind of draw that in there? It wasn't the original thing between blondes and brunettes. But then she adds the blue eyes and then kind of does the ad hominem of the anti-Semitic.
I'm anti-Semitic. I don't get it.
Wow, I mean, I didn't realize anti-Semitism was rising in the Hispanic community.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, we got it.
Stop bringing up not bad people.
You can, K2, if you want to tell Kel to go. No. Whatever. I'm not gonna do it. I have no idea. They were here a moment ago. Agrilepolis came in. He saw the one left. He was like, "I'm a satisfied, I'm a satisfied customer," and he just left.
Battery went to go find the original video for himself.
Yeah, Agrilepolis is like, she said, "Ooh, huh? I don't need to be here anymore." Yeah, we were like 7, and then it's 1.
That's enough for me.
Anti-Semitism. My God. I'm gonna save this because I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna put that's my name. If I go into any panel tonight, I'm gonna be the anti-Semitism.
No, your next name needs to be anti-Emitism.
That's weird. I'm not showing how many people are watching my video. It says 1. That's okay. It would be anti-Semit. I'm an anti-Semitism.
But a woman that knows what she wants, what's attractive than that? A woman that will sacrifice everything to be with you and make her life like work around you, because that is what a good wife is a subservient.
Like, why would she? Like, they're all empaths now, and they would sacrifice shit. I don't understand what you mean by that.
Is Kel has Kel been red pilled?
No, she's just trying to argue for the chat. So she knows she's kind of in a right-wing-ish space, and it's like trying to argue for the chat. You know, she's salesman. She's selling her thing.
Subservient, docile, obedient, not always emotion-based, because she's following the instructions of her man.
That's time. Okay. All right. And just start when you're ready to start.
Yeah, you see all of that prattle? That's exactly what you get when you get woman to be emotional. You don't want that. You don't want any guy. You don't want any of that shit. You don't want them to have careers.
Define prattle for the uneducated.
She just went to define prattle, and I'm like, no, I'm laying down an argument. I'm not gonna define shit for you right now.
Wait, I don't even know what you're saying because I don't even know what
You
prattle
want a
means.
cyborg.
Can
that
you
can
define
tell
prattle?
shut the fuck up, and she would shut the fuck up.
Or what? Define prattle. Can you
And
define
would
prattle?
suck.
Define
That you
prattle.
say,
Define prattle.
hey,
When was the last
lady,
time you got sucked?
let's make you better, and you can make it better. But instead, what you get every single time is this emotional.
Oh, it sounds like you don't know how to shape your woman. It sounds like you don't know how to train your woman. You don't need a
Oh,
cyborg
God.
to train them and make them appropriate.
It's like you don't know how to train a woman. It's like I don't want a dog.
You just need a good, strong,
I don't want a
dominant,
dog.
living man. Yeah,
I don't want a dog. Why would I want a
like
dog?
You do. Well, if you're
If I
arguing
want
on
to
behalf of being
train
a
something, I would want a
cyborg.
dog.
Oh, it sounds like, if I'm a salesman and you can, it can suck when you want. It can fuck when you want. It
Listen,
can argue
I
when you
don't
want.
understand.
Yeah.
I don't
That's exactly
understand.
what you said. You do want a dog that you can literally train like a robot in
Yeah.
a system.
Just giving
when
me a headache. This is
realistically,
exactly
if you
the
were
thing
a
that you
real
want to
man
avoid.
with a big dick, if you were a real man with a big
talking
dick,
over
you'd
to a
be,
minimum.
want to avoid.
yeah, you'd be able to train your woman, no problem. If
She talks
cyborg
about
or
how
not.
complicated and complex and difficult
it's not
relationships are. They're not if you have a fucking cyborg. They just tell her what the fuck to do.
Oh,
and
I thought
she
you didn't want a
shuts
dog.
the fuck up. They're not if you have a fucking cyborg.
Train.
It's amazing.
I thought you didn't want.
Yeah,
a
I don't
dog.
want a dog. I don't want a dog to train.
Oh, you
okay?
want a
I want a
cyborg to
woman who's gonna
program.
do what I want. Who's
You
gonna
want
be cool.
you don't want a dog to train. You want a cyborg to program. So it sounds
You-
like you
you're
have
talking
no
about how I
skill.
have to care
You
about
have
your
no
damn
skill.
feelings.
You have no skill to
You
train
have
your
to-
woman.
All
you
you
put
say is,
grid.
look,
I guarantee you, Grid's
women
wife
are
was.
fucking complicated. They care about
Okay,
the
I have a
feelings.
question for you. Do you think
It's all
Rachel
about
Bilson,
feelings.
with her multiple baby daddies, was a good,
Mm-hmm.
obedient, subservient wife when Andrew met her? Or do you think that he
Yes.
trained her, even though she's not a cyborg? He trained her
they don't-
successfully
they're
to be
not
a good,
trained
subservient
yet.
wife.
No, they're not being trained. You don't understand the difference. Because every single time, all
it
you
to
can
me.
think is, I'm a fucking dog and I need somebody to go
I didn't say I
ahead
was.
and
I was just saying, if you want a
And they
subservient,
don't want that.
your
People
whole
don't want that. People don't want to. People
You
don't
told her to
want
bark
to
for
deal
you.
with. Because all you can think about is I'm a fucking dog and I need someone to train me.
You're like, what? Bark at me.
I should have said that. I didn't thought about that. That's another L for me. Well, Smoke Spaceman. It is, yes. But that was not Kel. That was Gibbs. And what Gibbs said, and they committed the mistake of not actually understanding the argument from Gibbs, is Gibbs said that masculinity is moldable and they have different definitions, and even now the problem of society comes from the patriarchy, because men are the ones that are allowing it to happen, and they couldn't bridge the gap between the then and the now, pretty much. Yeah, it's just crazy in this debate. Your emotional prattle. We don't want to. Every single time.
I still don't know what prattle means, by the way. I asked you to define that.
It's when you talk
However,
without having any points.
now he
It's
wants
just
to
blah, blah,
define
blah,
it
blah,
when
blah,
he's
blah,
talking
blah.
over
That's
me.
prattle.
I'm good.
Okay? It's like that time that, like, when you were with Andrew in the morning, you went blah, 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 blah. What the fuck? That's prattle.
There we go. I love that you tuned in.
Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck? Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck? I don't know if you saw that, but she was actually with Andrew, and she said that. She was like, I'm glad you watched me. I was watching Andrew. I was watching her. Funny, though.
However, sir.
However.
Sounds like you don't know how to train a good subservient wife. Your
I
whole
don't
sales
have
pitch.
to train. I
Wait,
don't
your
have to train
whole
a
sales
cyborg.
pitch this
I just
entire
want
time. I
a
let you
cool
finish, brother.
with
I let
nice
you finish. You
kitty
gotta let me.
cyborg. You can just go ahead and. Oh, it's great.
Oh, your whole sales pitch this entire time, right?
Uh-oh, Emmett, you
has
missed the
been
key
that-
moment there.
Has been that.
What key moment? The one that I say titties?
No. When she said, when she said, I let you finish, you should have been like, well, then once I'm finished, it's over.
A cyborg is programmable, obedient. You don't have to deal with anything outside objective morality.
She's like doing the points for me. It's like, what's wrong with that?
That's a
And then
weird
when I
hand
say-
motion.
I actually. Wait. Before that, just like you don't have to worry about anything except objective morality. what she means by that. It's the cyborg. It's not a human. I can do whatever I want.
When she's naming her points, she stops when she has her open hand, and she's got her other hand around it, and it's creating this weird image on the screen.
That's true. Can we stop? Chat, can we please stop? I'm gonna time you out. I am going to do that.
Well, it sounds like you just don't know how to train your wife or keep her in handle.
Objective morality?
No, but you literally went, oh, it's not a dog. I don't want to have to train a dog.
I don't have to train. Yeah, I don't have to train
so
a dog.
So my question is, what's the difference between wanting a cyborg to program and a dog to train?
Because you don't want a bitch. You just want a cyborg that will do.
No, but it sounds like your
It's
sales
gonna be amazing. You can. Oh no! And tell her to do
undermine your own
complex
point.
stuff. You can tell her to do cool, complex stuff. You can even tell her to
and you
clean,
can
and she won't be bitching like a bitch would. You know, it's what you want.
So this guy doesn't know how to train his women.
You know what? She won't be bitching like a bitch would. Oh man.
Up is
That was a good one. That was good.
Great is fucking just having fun. Just having fun.
I'm hearing, guys, loud and clear.
Oh
Like,
wow. This
I'm
guy.
like,
Oh my god. This guy's debating me and he doesn't tell me exactly what he thinks. I'm gonna attack him personally. Oh. More prattle. More fucking prattle from the fucking woman.
Wait, I'm sorry. Have you made a point?
Are you having trouble with your ears now?
Dude, I literally debunked his point and
wouldn't
he's sparking, Grid.
Do you know why wouldn't have trouble with their ears? A cyborg. Because you can just go ahead, check them out, change them if necessary. Cyborg.
I think I made my
10
point
times
loud and
better
fucking clear,
than this
gentlemen.
kind of
I think I
fucking
made my
prattle over
point
here.
loud and fucking clear, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I know so, dude. I know so. I'm gonna pull an Anson real quick. Hold on.
You're gonna pull an Anson? What
I
are
just
you gonna
nailed
say?
it. I just nailed it, dude.
Okay.
You don't know how to train your wife. That's not my
As we
problem.
can see,
Like,
the emotional prattle of woman just makes them completely undateable, especially lately. Imagine if she was also an empath. Oh my god, that would be... You can't deal with that kind of crap. What you all want, as a salesman that I am, is a good cyborg.
So you said, what's the difference? So I undermined your whole argument because I said, what's the difference between a dog you can train and a cyborg you can program? And you go, oh.
I don't want to deal with the training part. I don't want to go ahead and put the.
So like I said, it sounds like you want a fucking dog.
Yeah? I don't want to collar you and take you up in a walk like a dog. I don't want to do that. I just want to go ahead and.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Have a
You just need to get
cyborg that I can deal with.
Literally all it is.
That's what I want.
Insane.
Okay.
Oh, I got.
This is gonna take a while. Kelly's gonna exit out because EOD is being banned in some place, so she immediately jumps off. And now we're gonna go ahead and get Clippy to tell me what he thinks of my debate.
And it's more about the people who want me to not be on Twitch. It starts with.
All right.
I don't want to.
I guess I'll judge next since someone else already judged. I gave it to Kel 21 points over 12 points for Emmett. That was almost a perfect score for Kel from my perspective. She made very good arguments related to how Deanna Troy's empathic nature would make her a good.
She did? I don't remember listening to any argument regarding empathy. Do you?
I remember you showing me on how to teach a dog.
Submissive, real human partner for a man. And that was a very compelling argument from my perspective. She talked about how that would make her more likely to submit, and that also
Are you doing that on
resonated with me
purpose
as well,
John?
Those are
I didn't
very
hear any of
important
that.
traits. for a woman to have if you want to mate with them. Also, Emmett continually used ad hom attacks against Kel, and one of the worst ones.
The worst one was the prattle.
Was when he was
The Prater
saying
was
that
kind of
that
here.
it was basically mocking her for not knowing the definition of something. Good debate decorum is to discuss the definition so you're not talking past each other. When she wanted to know what prattle meant, all you did was make fun of her, Emmett, instead of use it as an opportunity to show
I
that
told
you
her
were
what
the
it meant.
Emmett.
It's up to her to prove her own point.
No. If a debater says they don't know a definition, there's a procedure that you go through, right? If you're actually having a debate, a good faith debate. Emmett, you were not good faith, and the ad hoc really just put it over for me, man. So I unfortunately had to side for Kel that time, Emmett.
That's the moment I was like, okay, I guess.
See, that's a dumb argument. The reason why I felt this is a dumb argument because, like, you start using the prattle word and you start using kind of the tagline after she made like a hang on, girl. She started making an anti-Semitic reference. And so it's kind of like once she kind of engaged in like the disingenuous debate, that's when you start just heavily calling her claims prattle and stuff like that. So to be fair, she engaged in bad faith before you really started, tagging her about her prattle.
Yeah, I mean, I was, I didn't even attack her. I said that she was prattling, but I didn't even like went ahead and attack her super personally, and she did. She actually was attacking me way harder.
Yeah, I'm talking like literally before the debate began, she was calling you fat, and it's kind of like, okay, well then, how does this fit in your argument? Because it sounds like you're just prattling.
I understand. He said it at the beginning. I didn't like. We've used prattle a lot, so I thought she was just trying to bog me down. I didn't care. I continued, and then she asked me again, and I defined it. So I don't know, Anson.
And to be fair, I mean, when you went to define it, she was interrupting you and like kind of talking as you were talking. So it's like it doesn't sound like she wants the definition of prattle.
Let's continue.
Swap the two people there, Anson. What did you say? You might have actually swapped the two people there. Is that what you just did?
John, you got a lot of background noise coming through, but I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear you breathing in and out.
Cleaner, you're very quiet right now.
Yeah, you're really low, man.
That's true as well, yeah. But I mean, once again, just another completely off the wall take from Anson that makes absolutely no sense to me. But whatever. Okay, I think there's another judge, yeah.
No,
That's the moment I stopped watching. I stopped like listening because I just got a call. But yes, that's my struggle session right here. It's like, what the fuck did I just watch?
And how did that make you? How did that make you feel?
No. Dr. Corey is in the house now.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Where did she expose you emotionally?
In the moment where she was like telling me about about having to
prattle?
Well, the prattle was one, and then the other one is like she wanted me to learn how to train bitches, and I was like, I don't want to do that, that's not what I want to do. It seems like a very bad idea to waste my time training a bitch.
See, the thing about training dogs is if it doesn't work out, you can put them down.
Let's watch it. I want to watch this because I haven't seen it. I didn't listen to it because I was in a call. So.
Hey, a minute. I'm about to have to put my little girl to bed. So if you're still on after I come back, I'll hop back on.
Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about
But he
it.
stayed on his point. Kel,
I'm about to
we
step
kind
down.
Of
course,
contradicted
bro.
ourselves
You
in
too.
a few ways, and I gave the points to Emmett, but you know, whatever. Hey, that's my point of view.
Yeah. Even going off my metric before, there was only 6 points that were made by Kel. There's 19 points altogether made by Emmett.
Cleaner is awfully quiet. Is he quiet for
you're
anyone else?
super quiet, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
I've got my
Cleaner,
mic
you're
all the way
super
up.
quiet.
It's weird.
I've got my mic.
Because he was fine earlier.
You're normally pretty good.
Yeah, he's
It's
all
because
I was trying to figure what the hell was going on and why couldn't I hear the panel even though I was not using my headset. And for some reason my headset got connected to my phone and they wouldn't disconnect until the call was done. And I was like trying to figure it out at the same time. That's why I'm looking and moving things around.
catches himself at night.
Yeah.
Something's up.
I don't know. I've got my
Much
mic
better.
all the way up right now.
It's
but
better.
A little bit.
There we go. We back in
Couldn't
business.
tell you.
Cleaner.
Couldn't tell you. Yeah, even just going on. All right, so I went off of how many points they made based off their gender. Kel actually made like 8 female points and 6 male points, so she lost 6 points. So she had 2 points total. Emmett made 19 male points, and so he got it off of that metric. Even if I went by my metric I was using before, which I normally use, he had 19 points and she only had 14 altogether. So Emmett had it.
By the way, is that better, guys?
Yeah, that's a lot better,
We can
John.
hear
That
you.
is. Thank you.
It was Cleaner because
Thank you, Cleaner.
It was excellent performance, Tim, and I was duly impressed. It's fucking amazing.
Okay, that was a funny argument. I made another argument which was also funny, and that argument was the Jedi are they come from the warriors of Papua New Guinea, and that was fucking funny. I was like, they didn't like liberate anybody. We're still slaves. And have you known of the warriors, the come warriors of Papua New Guinea? It was great. Anyway, as I said, today is the 1-800 PDSD hotline. If anybody wants to come up, you can come up. I am going to play a game while nobody's here. Yeah, dude. I will not debate that because we all know the answer is absolutely gay. Give me a second, guys. I am doing something real quick. Okay. But that was a fun time. I'm sorry, Smoking Spaceman. You know, it's my bad. I'll let you go. If you can come back, come back. I'll be going out probably till 2 a.m. I might join a panel. I'll see you. I think I think Greed was on. I'll see if I can join Greed. What is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. Let's give him a like.
The but yeah, so it's but so anyway, that's kind of what we think is going on. At least that's what the rep felt like was the most likely thing. What's up, Emmett? How the hell are you, man? Guys, to remind you, this is a chill stream. You're welcome to come up and chat. I've got to put the link over in the mod chat. Give me 1 second. I'll do that right now. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
So
I'm gonna
mods
go. Mods
have the link. If you want to come up, the mods will probably, you know, if they don't know you, they're gonna vet you. But anyway, I mean, I can start monetizing my stream again. I just generally don't. I'm actually gonna probably go for the Andrew Wilson technique of as soon as the as soon as I get my website done, basically what'll happen is that as soon as the stream is taken, as soon as the stream goes off, it'll be privated, and then it'll be within a day it'll get pushed over behind a paywall, and that way there was nothing for anyone to. What's up, Glenn? I'll shoot it to you right now, bro. But that way there's nothing for anyone to report because it's all private and shit. And,
this is gonna be interesting.
So that's where I'm at. I'm
gonna wait till they send me the link. I'll go in a little bit hard. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna go into their chat for a little while, see what they're talking about. If anyone comes and wants to join, jump into the 1-800 PDSD hotline, you can come up. Just let me know. I'll be looking at my chat at the same time. Yeah. Wow. I hope I can. Oh, okay.
It's gonna be great.
Oops.
What's up, Emmett? How you doing, buddy?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. I got to turn my volume down a little bit. I have my volume up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you,
Grillipus, I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing fine.
Excellent. I've been catching some of your work lately. You're really busy. Agrillipus, right. I'm doing kind of like Andrew does. All his lives go to a website, which you have to pay to get the content. And we're just gonna. I'm probably keep it the same as the membership for the YouTube membership. Not very much, but the reason for that is because, and I talked with Andrew about this. He used to get mass reported, where I get like 1 or 2. Taken down for 3 or 4 days before he could put them up. You know, and then of course they've lost all the momentum. So I get why he does it. I'm doing it for a slightly different reason. First thing I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and figure out who's reporting it, and try and put a stop to it. I think there are 2 people that are reporting it, and on a regular basis. So, but my YouTube rep is looking into it. By the way, people that constantly over and over again report a specific stream, that's considered harassment, and YouTube takes a really dim view of it. So I'm not going to do shit. YouTube's going to do it because they're watching my account now to see which of my episodes get flagged and who are reported, and who's doing said flagging. So if you are, if if you're watching this on the VOD, or if you happen to be in the audience now and you are the person that's doing such malarkey, you probably ought to stop before YouTube torches you, because they take that shit seriously. They really do. So, right, Emmett?
So you're going off off YouTube like Andrew is kind of. Well,
I don't know. I don't know how soon I'm going to do it. I'm really trying not to, because it's a lot more work for me, and I don't have a Mr. E to do that shit. So I'm really trying not to. What I'm really trying to do right now is I'm waiting for YouTube to nuke whoever's doing it. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And or hopefully they'll just fucking stop because they don't want their channels nuked.
Yeah.
So.
You said you were looking at my work. What do you mean by that?
Oh, I've watched you when you're doing all of your
pixel art.
Yeah, pixel art and the CAD drawings and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
pretty cool.
That's
pretty cool.
Do you like
I actually
yours?
watched in the afternoon. I liked when you were doing the lighting effects. That was cool.
Did you like yours?
I haven't seen mine.
Yeah, you
Do you
did.
have one?
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Yeah, you
did. I?
Yeah.
I don't
Look
remember.
into go to your Discord. Go to general. Go up a little bit. In general, a little bit.
Yeah. I'm climbing up. How far back are we talking?
It's right now in general in your Discord is 2 posts, 4 videos, then it's you saying lol, and then it's me, and it says, where did you left your car?
Oh yeah, that is funny. That's pretty. Okay, I thought it was. I thought you had done like a big. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I look like.
With your Crucible hat. Did I lose you?
But yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna do like.
You got. I think I lose you. Maybe it's me. Can you hear me?
Sorry about that, Emmett. It's been doing that all night. I don't know.
Yeah, no worries. It's fine.
$5 from K2. Emmett.
Have you heard that song?
No.
Oh Lord. Oh.
I've heard you guys have been making songs over on
Abe's channel. Yeah.
Abe's channel, yeah.
Yeah, I think he has one for tonight. He's gonna have I'm streaming, by the way, as well. Just letting you know. But
yeah,
he's gonna have a song battle. So what they do is we start the game. We start talking about different topics, and then we just start making songs about one another, and that's the song battle.
I heard that you guys made a banger about me. I haven't heard it yet, but I wanna check that out.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if we have. We've made a bunch of songs. The K2 has like 3.
I think Beth said that they had done it. Yeah.
I have 2 or 3 too, and the one that became popular was the Emmett song. It's just like a rap. It only says my name, Emmett.
That's awesome.
Dumb.
That's awesome.
So
have you been? What's your I know that you've kind of been in and amongst some of the minor dramas that have been going on with all of the different debate channels and debates and all that. What's your take on it, man?
On drama, I love drama. It's amazing. It gets.
I know you do. I know. You're
great content, amazing content all around. You just have to milk it a little bit. Well, for example, I was with. There was like a little bit of drama the other day with Steelman, and I just took it to Abe's channel. I interviewed him a little bit, and it was amazing. Like, it just got rounded up. he calmed down a little bit. We were able to have like a conversation. I most of the time I think it's usually a misunderstanding, and two people get mad and they don't know how to handle their feelings, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the way this is the way that I will tell everybody to go on about drama. If you have to, like, if you want to milk it, but be honest about it and just do it. It's
Right.
gonna be fine. If you don't want to deal with it, and you have to address it once. It doesn't have to be an apology, just one address, and don't ever speak to it again, and that's fine too. And if it's something completely dumb, you don't even have to address it. That is the way I think. That's what I think about drama, and that's what I think drama has to be addressed 99% of the time. I'm gonna have to download the greatest clip of all time though, which is the Ryan one, where Kel just tells him how it is.
That was a great. Yeah, I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna while I'm gonna go shoot tomorrow. But after I get home from shooting, I'm going to. I'm gonna get do a bunch of video editing, and that's when I'm gonna edit up. That is so good, man. It is just so good.
I've been playing it at the beginning of my stream because it's so good. You just put it on.
Where Ryan comes in.
Yeah, when Kelly's just
laying
it down.
Hates Ryan. Oh, it's so good. I gotta show. Oh, you know who's really gonna like this. Give me 1 second.
I've been also meaning to speak to you about the Grace debate for a while. I know they're.
Oh yeah.
Data, but
okay.
When that was happening, there I was like, damn, I have to go into Greeds, but I was just so busy at that moment. I was finishing school, everything was happening at the same time.
You seem a lot more what's the word I'm looking for? Calm.
Well, yeah. Right now I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I am also like putting some time into this. I've been doing pixel art like a little bit more. I made well, I don't know if you know, but Rob's been playing D&D on Wednesdays. So I made his character in pixel art. And I'm gonna wait till next Wednesday to go into the EODs and show everybody his character in pixel art. I'm gonna show you before I do that. And it's awesome. Like I want to go ahead and.
What about the Grace debate? So I actually I thought you did pretty well. That's awesome. I thought you did pretty well in the Grace debate.
I've been receiving like some criticism, and most of the criticism is like you should have been way more aggressive and attack her more, and be like more, be more aggressive with my points, right? That's mostly what I've been getting as a feedback, and I don't know if they realize these people are the Thorpes. And what I did, what I prepared for that debate was to take the air out of that debate and be as make it so she would have a conversation at the end with me that doesn't involve drama, and I was able to do that, and I felt that was what I wanted to do. Get to the point where I could tell, hey, you know what, I know you're young, I know things are not fair, but at the end of the day, the only one who can fix this for you is gonna be you. I'm not gonna be able to go back in time and fix everything for you. So it's like the moment you can have a family is when you're young. The moment you can have kids and be in church and do all the right things is when you're young, and you have to just accept that.
Yeah, so it's really interesting with the Grace and Ben thing, right? Like, I've always thought that Grace had a good on-screen presence. She speaks well. She very easily could be a very successful streamer. Live stream, pre-recorded, whatever. She could do makeup stuff. She could do. I mean, there's honestly, I feel like that she's pretty adaptable, right? The problem is is that she's just tied to her dad. And Ben has like some really strange idea of what success is supposed to look like. Personally, and I've said this before, I think they hate success. I think they absolutely hate the idea of it. And look, so and it's unfortunate Kel's not here to hear this, but so Josie and Kel both were taken in by Grace saying that she would fly out to whatever and be on whatever if they would help her do that, if they would get her the in, because Brian doesn't like her or whatever. I don't think Brian gives a shit. Brian doesn't give a shit. He wants drama. He wants people like Grace on the show to some degree, right?
Yeah.
So the reality is Grace doesn't have a fucking driver's license. She can't fly. So if she so let me ask you this. You're a smart man. You're an educated man. If you tell somebody that you are all in on flying across the country to be on a program, knowing damn well you don't, what do we call that in normal society?
You mean like lying?
Yeah, lying, bullshitting, deception, con artist, fucking someone over.
Yeah.
All of the above.
Well, if you have a commitment and you cannot actually commit, that is bullshitting. It just is. It's what it is.
Yeah, you're just fucking lying. And so when somebody then, and the worst part is that these people continuously take Grace's side. That's the worst part. The worst part is not that Grace does these things, right? Because look, liars are liars. We know they're liars. And there are people that I talk to in this environment quite often where I'm like, I fucking know you're lying. Like I don't know what you're lying about, but I know you're lying. And it's okay because I know it. And therefore, I don't actually put any weight into what you're saying to me right now, right?
Yeah.
But if you are that type of con artist where you're like, oh, I'm going to get, I'm going to just lie and I'm just going to tell people that I can do this or I do mean it or whatever the fuck. Then that's a very specific kind of evil, don't you think?
So let me get this right, so I know what happened. Cause I have no idea. Like I had the debate, I lost enough brain cells studying.
Yeah, I got you.
People.
Sorry, I got something in my eye. I apologize. So
yeah, no
just
worries.
keep going.
So the question I have is, she was gonna fly from whatever she is right now to Los Angeles, and the idea
I'll lay it out.
The idea was that Kale was gonna go pick her up and take her to Santa Barbara.
Yeah. So here's how this was going to work out. This is how this went down. So remember, we had a debate show where Grace came on and she met Kel, and Kel's like, oh yeah, I went on whatever, and Grace is like, oh, can you get me on whatever? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm going back on in a week or two or whatever it was, blah blah blah. And then and they were like, oh, let's keep in touch. I'll go on with you or whatever. And then so this was the setup, right?
Yeah.
And then Grace, keeps at. So Kel, in good faith, because she thinks she's operating in good faith, she doesn't have, she doesn't know any of this, right? She thinks Grace is a great person, good human.
Yeah.
Like most people do when they meet Grace. Grace keeps Kel books the deal on whatever, and keeps wanting Grace to she needs a commitment. Grace is like, I need to know that this is going to happen. I need a firm confirmation or whatever the fuck it was. On the day they say, right?
Right.
So the whole on. Whoop. My bad again. I apologize. I don't know why it's randomly happening. I don't know what's going on. I just did a speed test and my internet's fine, so it could be software or some shit.
Are you using cable or are you using Wi-Fi?
Cable. I have a Cat 6 or 8 cable. I forget which one it is. Run directly from the router.
That's so weird.
Or modem, actually. Anyway, so this whole time that this is going on, I didn't know this either, but I was over on Grace's stream one night when they were talking about why Grace could not go get her car out of impound. It's because she doesn't have ID. She's got like some insurance card or something that in her state it allows her to drive like her car from like the impound lot home, but in the state the car is in, they require an actual driver's license. She doesn't have one. Whatever. So without a real ID, it's very difficult to fly. Really need a passport. And so I don't, and this happened, the same thing happened to Josie, like the same exact thing. Grace is like, I'm going to do it. I need confirmation. And then, I can't go, like last minute, leaving Josie hanging. Same thing happened with Kel. Kel's left hanging. And again, it just seems to be a thing, right? Like, I'm not saying that it's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just saying it's a thing. And why would you do that? Like, that just seems really weird. Knowing you can't fly commercial and trying to, talking about it. So.
Yeah.
Grace left Kel hanging. Why doesn't she get an ID? I don't fucking know, Nate.
She could get a passport. I don't think it's that hard to get a passport nowadays. There was.
I have no idea why she doesn't. I have no idea why the Thorpes do anything they do.
Well, besides drama, I don't think they have any reason to do anything, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, it's just a weird deal, man. Like the whole thing with them is weird, and like this whole attack on Andrew lately.
Did you see the actual stream? Because I watched almost all of it.
I saw a lot of it, but I was in and out, and then I went to bed. I woke up to like nuclear holocaust on the internet because so I went to bed, and Andrew was having fun, kind of arguing with the Thorpes as he's driving back to Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, when he went offline, and I've not heard this, I've not gone back to review it or anything, and they may have pulled it down. I don't know. But my understanding is that Andrew, says, okay, I'm done. I'm going. And immediately after he left, the Thorpes started in on Andrew, just saying all kinds of bad shit. And one of the things they dove into was Andrew's son, who is deceased and who died tragically in an accident with another young man driving a pickup truck. It was, they live in farm countries. It's not an unusual thing.
Yeah, it's normal.
Very normal. And so, and Andrew's son died. And, I can't think of anything more reprehensible. Like, I really can't. Like, I can't even imagine that.
There's been two people who have, there's been more than two, but there's two people that I know of who have made like an attacking video. One is Venti, Brittany Venti, which is I don't know who watches that goblin, and the other one was
she's a cock gobbler, so nobody gives a shit about Brittany Venti.
And the other one are the Thorpes, and both times it's like the worst decision you can make in your life. It's a bad decision to. I think I talk about it in my stream, and I didn't even want to say the whole thing because it's so bad form to talk about the deceased kid. It's just so bad, Imagine we have a fallout and the attack comes from me attacking a kid that has deceased. It's, I don't know, that to me is one of those despicable things that you do, and are completely and absolutely wrong. I was watching. I was watching your debate on. Wasn't that debate? I was watching you and Ryan and Doc and Kel in this panel
Mhm.
with Glenn, and I would have not. I know you had like a bro moment with Ryan. You were trying like iron it out. I would be like, you know what you're doing. You were trying to say that it wasn't that bad, and you didn't disagree with them. But since they say things that you don't agree with, everything is fair game, and I don't think that's fair game at all.
So I have an interesting viewpoint on Ryan and everything. Give me one sec. We'll get into it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, if you would like to come up and talk, this is a chill stream. We are chilling. We're talking about basically anything you want to talk about. The within TOS and within limits, especially if it bores me, we're not going to talk about it. But one thing before we get too far into this, I want to say that you know, the people who go after Andrew through his family are beneath contempt to me, right? Like if you do that, I'm just not going to interact with you anymore. You're not worth interacting, right? The deal with Ryan, just to kind of swing this back towards what Emmett was talking about. The thing is with Ryan is that I don't dislike Ryan, and I think Ryan really wants to be liked. And so I'm okay having Ryan around. I'm okay having him on the show. He does provide kind of a punching bag, if you will. And that's okay, right? Like we all need that sometimes. We all need that guy. But I don't actually like Ryan that much. I don't like what he says, obviously. I don't like the way he says it. And I really, so one of my biggest complaints about most leftists is they always come at you from this very strange emotional place, and they're super smug about it. Whereas most conservatives that I know, even Andrew Wilson, who you could label as aggressive and somewhat arrogant. I am personally very arrogant. I know I come off as arrogant. I know I come off as cocksure. I know I come off as all of those things. I get it. But when I'm talking to someone such as yourself about a subject, I try and leave that out of it, right? Like I try and have a legitimate conversation. And now I'm not going to back down if I know something, right? If I think I'm right, I'm going to say I'm fucking right on this, right? Now, if you can prove me wrong, great, you know. But I in general try not to act smug, right? Or have that I try and pull back as much of the arrogance as I can. Whereas I think Ryan exemplifies the opposite of that. To me, Ryan is always being very, very arrogant and very smug. And he shouldn't be, because most of what he's saying comes from ChatGTP or Grok or some shit. And he doesn't vet it. He doesn't research it. He doesn't do anything like that. So he's just taking that, whatever it says. And he'll always say, well, you know, I know it can be wrong, but it says it, you know? And I'm like, who the fuck cares?
I can be wrong, but you have to prove me wrong on my data that I brought forth that you have not had the time to check. But but I'm gonna go ahead and pretend that I am correct while I tell you that you're wrong. Okay.
Yeah. And Silvar, you're right. Andrew matches energy. We've all seen it. We've all said it. You know, I'm certainly guilty of, you know, of not necessarily matching energy. You know, I will come at you pretty hard, whether you've come at me pretty hard or not, right? Yeah. I'm not Andrew. So, and I don't, I'm just
Yeah.
not. I'm not. Andrew's a way better man than I am.
Every like one of the things that they were telling me is like, well, you should be more aggressive. It's like, well, I'm not Andrew Wilson, I'm not gonna. I know that I don't have the charisma to go against a pretty little lady and be all mean about it, and then pretend that I'm just gonna win it because you people think that that is best. When they want drama, and they're better at handling drama because they've been in it forever. it's, that was kind of like what I was trying to do. Like, I want to take away all of the drama away from it in that specific debate with Grace. Also, I just want to say something real quick. K2 says that he told Kel that Grace didn't have a driver license like a long time ago in chat.
Oh,
He
really?
was just telling her that she couldn't fly.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I know that there is a way you can fly without ID, without a driver's license. You have to fill out some paperwork and stuff, and I'm sure that that if asked about it, they would say that's what they were going to do. But let me ask you this, Emmett: if I was lacking a critical piece of being able to do something, and I didn't tell you about it, and you came to me and said, "Hey, what's up, Grid? You ready to go?" And I'm like, "Hey, you know what? I don't actually have X. I had to do this other thing that takes some time, and yeah, I gotta wait. To do it." And so, what would you think about that?
Well, that is pretty much. It would be the kind of fraudulent. Depends on what we're doing, right? But if let's say that we have if we're actually making some kind of business, at that point, there is even grounds for suing. For fraud.
That, I mean, I basically lied to you, right? I want to give a shout out to Agripolis.
Mm-hmm.
I say it really fast, and it's Agripolis. But anyway, because I'm from the South, we say everything is like as few syllables and all the same syllables as we can. Like Lebanon is Lebanon. The A is in there. Anyway, thanks so much for the gifted subs, my friend. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. I really do appreciate that. The grift has been thin lately, ladies and gentlemen. I have not been really I don't really grift enough. I don't excel at grifting, Emmett. I don't.
Yeah.
It's okay though. It's okay. I'll find some.
These guys are also just saving his dollars because they know that there's an invasion today, and they're like trying to be there and give his $5 to Andrew. You know what? Andrew doesn't need it as much as our millionaire friend here. Okay, so go ahead and put it into his wallet.
Like that. That's a kick in the balls. So actually, all of the money, Emmett, that I've made over the past like 3 or 4 months, all of it is literally going into we got a TTS, it looks like.
Oh, awesome.
I will shut up. Why is it not TTSing? Oh, because of it'll TTS after the memberships go through. It'll only do one at a time.
Oh yeah, let me know. I'll shut up.
Yeah, we'll get it. But Spiro has the link. Awesome. He can come up. What's up, John Smith? How are you, sir? How are you? Yeah, no, I think you're right, Emmett. I think the way you're looking at it, I think your viewpoint is pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I don't need to grift, but all of the money is going to the party that we're doing. And basically I put all the money back into the channel anyway. What's up, Spiro? I think this is the first time that you've been on my channel.
Hello, Spiro. You
may be figuring out the sound.
Check your sound settings on your mic.
Oh man, there we go.
Oh, we got you.
Hey everybody.
Professional streamer.
Yeah,
man, how you doing?
Emmett, how you doing? Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thought I'd pop in because Grid One, you and I have run around the same circles, and you're talking about Andrew and the kind of stuff he's gone through, and It's kind of wild that it's taken this long for you and I to chat, but that's also partially my fault because I kind of went hiding into a little corner of my world doing the stuff that I do until I was ready to come out swinging. But I appreciate, I appreciate what you do, and I have watched your work before, and I know we've been like I've seen you do stuff on whatever. I've joined you on whatever, popping in like super chats and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's fun, and I will grift for you. I am now going to shut up. I don't know if this is going to work. This might actually work against you, honestly. I'm going to shut up, and nobody will hear anything I have to say until they pay you at least another $10.
There you go. We've also got these right now. We have a super chat that will be TTS as soon as it finishes running through all the memberships that were very generously donated, which is awesome. It's a very this deal, Emmett. I'm sorry, Spiro. Let me just finish up with Emmett, or we're not
Absolutely.
finish up, but just kind of talk a little bit more about this. Yeah, I agree with you, Emmett. It would be kind of like fraud in a business deal. It's the same kind of thing, and it's kind of.
There's another thing real quick that people don't get it, and this is a business. When these kind of relationships that we're having on the internet, yeah, we can have people that we like, we can have people that we might even consider friends, but most of the time, in reality, we are this is like business partners. We are going on a business relationship, and it's important that we understand that as well, because we are business partners in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is an interesting thing. This is business for most of us, and it's a fine line, I think. One of the things I have been very fortunate to just have seen happen and not actually have had happen is here we go. Should TTS now? There it is. We get that $20 donation from Agrillipus, and it's awesome. And you got the TTS, which is that pleasant English lady. Josie, I know, exactly. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Josie. Josie, if you would like to come up, pop over to the Discord, and they'll grab you a link. And you can come up too. This is a chill stream, folks. It's we're just going to wander around, go wherever we go. Spiro has said that there's a $10 bounty for his participation in this stream, and I would like to hear what he has to say. So if someone wouldn't mind throwing down $10, that would be just wonderful. Mikey Balls, what's up, man? Mikey, you've not been up on stage in some time. You should come up and hang out with me, but I understand if you're busy. That's okay. Whoa. Awesome. This is quite amazing.
Do you see what happens? You're welcome. I'll grift for you. I will take full credit for Agrillepolis's donation there.
Agrillipus knows that what I've got planned for my badass event. Are you coming to DebateCon, Spiro?
Unfortunately, I can't. First of all, I'm in Canada, so the only way I can get there is through Meese, which is the multiple of moose. And the only transactionary monetary funds I have is maple syrup. And I also have family and stuff here. And unfortunately, because of the stances I've taken, I don't have a lot of work right now, which means I'm financially on a tight budget to begin with. So I can't do it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So
Spiro, we have to make a game, dude. Once we make a game, it's gonna be better.
I'm going to taunt you a little bit, though. Give me one second. I gotta just find where I put this. So I'm gonna, and most of my guys have seen this before, but I'm gonna put up on camera right now, folks, the very badass venue that I'm using. for my event at DebateCon. If you have seen this, bear with me. If you've not seen it, prepare to be astonished. So this is the building that I'm renting is on Music Row in Nashville. It is wow, another $100 from Agrellipus.
Look, I'm just, now I'm going to take another set of credits here. All right, you're welcome, Grid. I grifted for you, and it worked. Agrellopolis, good job, man. Good job.
It is going to be an experience. Look at this, guys. This is the control room for Studio A. Okay. Which is Studio A and Studio B in this venue. There's also a bunch of other stuff, which we're going to see here momentarily. Studio A has a very comfy couch, bar stools, chairs for the sound and video engineers. All of the equipment is there already. There's our comfy couch. There's the windows looking into Studio A. And I believe you can also see into Studio B, but don't hold me to that. I've got to look at the floor plan again. There's Studio A.
I got a question real quick, Grid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have tickets for this event, or it's going to be linked directly to the DebateCon?
So there are no I'm paying. This event is free. I'm paying for everything. Now, obviously, if you want to make donations to help defray some of the cost, it's always appreciated. But as of now, no. Nobody is going to be standing at the door collecting tickets and or funds. The only thing I ask is that if you show up, you need to have a ticket to DebateCon or be a member of my audience, like a known member of my audience, because this is to support James and DebateCon and Modern Day Debate. So as you can see, this is Studio A. This is where, this is all movable, and we'll have a really nice setup here for debate. We're going to do 3, maybe 4 long format debates on Friday before DebateCon starts on Saturday. Obviously, we have a lot of really good pictures here of Studio A. Here's the kitchen area. This is where you'll be able to get some snacks. I'm providing food. Expect barbecue. Expect soft drinks. If you want beer, you have to bring your own, because I do not buy alcohol for people, as I do not drink. As I've said before, if you've looked at this before, from the kitchen area, you can walk directly outside into the outside seating area. That whole wall opens up. There are 2. Actually, I think there are 2 fire pits and 3 distinct sitting areas outside. Just more shots of the venue, how everything's laid out, the furniture. It's all very nice. There's also these antechambers off to each side at the front of the property, and these are for obviously taking a meeting or just getting together and chatting about maybe some collaborations or something like that you're going to be doing. This is another seating area. It's right off the kitchen. It's pretty rad, got to admit. This is looking into Studio A, and this is kind of like an open space in between Studio A and Studio B. I believe this is part of that open area into Studio B. There's the looking into the control room for Studio B. Obviously, it's much less refined, but that's okay. This is Studio B. We're going to set this up for interviews so that you can, so if Glenn wants to interview somebody, then by golly, he can do so right there. And it'll be great. This is looking from the front door back. Restrooms.
If I want, I can speak to you all. And they will
art.
know. But
looking at the front door.
right now, if
off to the side.
I'm open to his side, he can hear me.
It's really a great facility. It's a great venue it has everything that I need to have a great event put on high quality podcast while also entertaining a bunch of you guys
and I'll be with you and we'll do
and having a wonderful show. This is the front. It is on Music Row. This is the back.
So I'm just letting you all know.
If we get over 100 people, I'll have to put an event tent back here, and we'll have probably have the restrooms on wheels out there hooked up, so you can, with bathrooms and where you can wash hands and everything. But there's plenty of parking in the rear. I assume most people are going to Uber over. It is on Music Row. You can walk up and down the street and see where all your favorite artists recorded their hits, and that's it. So again, I know I'm pimping this hard because why wouldn't I? It's my event, and again, there's no admission. There's no food cost. If you show up, you get fed. If you show up, you get to come inside. Now, as of now, I don't have a list of who's going to be debating. I'm expecting Rob Noor to be there. I'm expecting Fabian Liberty to be there. I'm expecting Kel, Admiral Gibbs, and some others to be there. I'm looking for some high quality opposition for Rob Noor and Fabian Liberty. I would like to see both of those guys have absolute wonderful live stream debates from the event pre debate con, and I'm trying to put that together. I'm going to TwitchCon to help put that together. We do have some Twitch poll people who are looking at coming specifically also because of my event. Why doesn't Ryan show up in person? He actually said last night he might drive up. It's only about an 8-hour drive for him, so he may drive up. Agrillipus, I did see that you will be driving up. There is plenty of parking in the back. No problem, brother. You can park back there all you want. So if you can get to a debate con, by all means, show up. If you are looking at buying a ticket and you know what kind of ticket you want, put it over in my Discord in the Debate Sphere tab. There is a DebateCon 6 tab as well. Go down there, click that, say, hey, I want a ticket, and I want a standard ticket or a VIP ticket or a VIP super ticket, whatever the fuck it is. If I get enough of you guys that want them, James has talked, we've talked back and forth about doing a kind of a bulk purchase and saving a little bit of money for you guys. But you guys gotta commit and make it happen, and we got to do it early. Okay, it's in Nashville, Iced Amy. It's in Nashville, Tennessee. Glenn Lawrence, I understand. Do you want to bounce up? I sent you the link, I believe. You need to book the room, Insane Wheels. That I understand. Hey, anybody would like to come up? Please feel free. So so it's going to be a great event. Now, Spiro, I didn't get a chance to watch you on the Raging Tomato the other night, but I understand it was a good show.
Oh, I'm glad. I don't know what the word is.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just, my understanding is people have said it was a good show.
Yeah, you did good. We went through a little bit of your debate, not much, because it takes me like half an hour to an hour to go through any video, apparently. So
yeah.
But I was there. I saw your arguments. How we thought about it, and yeah, I thought you did really good.
It was about AI, and the only thing I can really say from my own personal perspective is I think I held my ground. That doesn't necessarily mean that I did a good job. That I have to leave that up to everybody else to make that decision. But I definitely didn't back down. I felt pretty confident that I had some solid arguments, and that I didn't go too far into the weeds. I kept things understandable for just about everyone. Hopefully that's my take on it. I could be way off. You guys are going to have to decide that ultimately, but that's what it was about, and that's why I've been kind of hiding away, working on my own streams for the last 1.5 years, because I've been building up this concept. which, by the way, Andrew and Rob have helped me behind the scenes. Andrew's debated me privately several times on this topic to help me out. And yes, Michelle Mod, my voice. Yes, I am a typical nerd behind a keyboard, and I sound like a woman. I get called ma'am on the phone all the damn time. All right.
Do
And
you
it's just-
really?
Oh yeah, all the time. I know it.
It's that soft Canadian lilt.
It's the low T. Yeah, I get it. All right. I totally understand. I just lean into it. You guys are free to make fun of me because I make fun of myself over it all the time. Okay.
All right.
She.
I knew
Okay.
that you were a computer guy because you're wearing a hoodie all the time.
Yes. Yeah, that's the trope. Yeah.
That's how you find them.
That's how you find me. Yeah, it's like the Where's Waldo of programming.
Whenever you go into an office and it's like a game designer, this side is the hoodies, those are the programmers, and these guys are the weirdos, those are the artists. It's like that's how it goes.
And the guys in the skinny jeans are just there to pick up chicks.
Yeah, it's terrible. Please, no. Oh, PTSD. Oh man, I've been there. Yeah. So yeah. So okay. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. I've been talking about how leftism and the transgender movements and feminist movements and all of these things are infecting the very code that we operate. Literally, it's inside the code. Thanks, F and Epic. I appreciate that, man. You're awesome too. I mean that quite literally. I go over dry scientific papers. I'm a high school dropout, so I'm self-taught, so it's boring, but we read everything. I built up all the evidence I need to start coming out and doing these debates and telling people just how shitty the tech industry is and how they're using AI as a scapegoat, as the ultimate scapegoat. They're hoping that it will be the ultimate thing that will save them from 20 years of bad, shitty tech decisions.
It's interesting that you say that. I have a friend of mine who's in the tech sector and in the finance that does all the funding for these companies. And we were actually having a conversation the other day about how right now, if you're learning to program, you're 10 years behind the curve. You need to be learning how to work with AI prompts and all of that, because AI is going to take the brunt of the workload. And it's not just like one guy that thinks that. It's all the entire as far as the VCs, all of the investors, they're looking at not at actual programmers anymore. They're looking at people that understand and can work with AI, with the prompt engineering and all of that to get the right the right output, right?
Right.
So it's going to be really interesting. That's right. Grillin' Chillin' 409. AI literacy is the new meta. It is actually. I mean, no, that's not a lie. That's for real.
I need
at
to
least as
bounce
far
off.
as people who are writing the checks are concerned.
I need to bounce off, but I will say this. This is the same thing that they said to every single physicist when they talk about string theory. And string theory ended up being complete BS. And
Which version of string theory?
all of it is BS.
There's a. Have you ever
If
heard
you
of the
want to
string?
fight me on that, I can. It's
No,
gonna
no,
be
no,
a
no, no, no,
completely
no, no,
weird-
no. No, it's cool. So there's this. So I get a little. It's very funny to me because in engine math we have the string chopper theory.
No, but
Right?
no. We're talking about theoretical.
No.
physics.
I understand, but it's interesting because every time somebody says string theory, I immediately go back to the string chopper theory. Do you understand what that is?
No, I haven't worked with. I think it has to do with the motor, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. So to get X amount of power out of an engine, you need to burn X amount of fuel and air, and the higher the RPM, the less time you have to do that in. So the idea to get maximum power is you have to increase the velocity of the
Injectors.
the throughput, right? So that the air has to go in faster, the fuel has to go in faster, and everything has to be. You have to get more work done in less time than you did at a lower RPM, and so, but it's the same amount of string or more that's chopped every single time. But if you look at it as a string chopper theory, is that when you have just a chopper going up and down, and you increase the per minute chops,
RPM.
it gets shorter, right? Unless you also increase the amount of and proportionally increase the speed of the string going through it. And it's a really easy way to give people who don't know anything about engines or who have a very weird idea of how engines work. It's a very good way to help them understand why what they think is happening is not what the fuck is happening, right? So
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. Thanks so much
Yeah,
for having
man.
me on, as always. Great.
Yeah,
Nice seeing
absolutely.
you, Spiro.
Yeah, peace out, Emmett.
Have a good one, and I'll be watching from the back, I guess, a little bit. So have a
Yeah,
good
what
one.
are you working on, Emmett?
Right now I'm streaming. I'm gonna go with Abe's. I'm pretty much being Abe's co-host. He invited me over. I think he has Nacho on or something like that. So
American
I was gonna
Nacho?
go American
Yeah.
Nacho. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go there because he invited.
That guy's
me.
okay as long as he's not drunk.
And I have the PDSD hotline, so people can call in and just like tell me about a debate. We'll go through it, or just like the struggles with the debate they have, and we can go through it.
Oh yeah.
Tell Abe I'm gonna join him on that one in a while. I'll hang out with Grid for a little while and do a little back and forth, and then I'll go over there.
I will, but I gotta run, so I'll be seeing you guys. Thank you so much for having me on.
All right, man. See you, Emmett.
Bye, Emmett.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you once again, Steelman, or even Scott, if anyone wanna call in, let me know. Steelman. Okay, let me tell you something. He's being nice to you. Okay, I'm not that nice. Okay, we don't call people kinetic kill except for kinetic kill. Oh, oops. Bad idea. Don't do that. That was bad idea. Thank God I had nothing on. Cool. I'm gonna go into Abe's. So we're gonna keep on doing this. I hope this doesn't. Yeah, that's fine. It has to accept my mic. Hello? Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to end up the stream and I'm gonna send you all to Abe's. I'm gonna join Abe's channel, and once I'm done with Abe's, I'm gonna go up live again. I'm gonna talk to him, and I'm gonna be doing my panel. I'm gonna probably doing an open panel later on tonight. It's gonna be on my end. The reason why I'm gonna do it that way is because I really think that it's a little bit better for me to give it a little bit of ground for Abe's channel. We can all go ahead and support him, even if it's all 5 of us. And then we can go ahead and go back on night. Yeah, I'm streaming through YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm doing something. I'm using Streamlabs. I'm gonna go ahead and send you to Abe's channel. I'm gonna check if it's on. It should be on. It doesn't make any sense that it wouldn't be.
Person. That's a he. Who knows who that could be?
Okay. And I'm gonna join Abe in a moment. As I said, I think this is better. We're gonna do this today twice. Go ahead, join me there, please. Thank you all for being here. It was a pleasure to have this conversation and to go through the whole of the videos and everything else. But I would like to keep on supporting Abe and being with Abe and just growing together his channel. Because at the end of the day, that's going to help me grow my channel as well. So go over there. This is all you're here for, and you know it. This is the only reason why you're following me.